Hello sa inyo lahat mga kapuso. Good afternoon and welcome to your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This is Game On. My name is Martin Javier at the heels of our very intense first game this afternoon kung saan po nanalo ang College of St. Benilde Blazers kontra sa San Pedro Red Lions, booking their first finals ticket in 20 years. At ang cover po nung game na yon, kasama ko dito, one half of the broadcast panel, Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas.
Let me just check if I still have my voice. I mean, last weekend I was screaming at the Juliverse concert, and now I was screaming all throughout this marvelous game. Meron pa naman, Marts.
Meron pa.
Grabe, props to the two teams for putting on a show in the Final Four. Congratulations to Coach Charles Tew and the entire Benildian community. First finals in 20 years. Now the narrative has changed. Kanina kausap ko si Coach Charles, sabi ko, binabago mo yung storya ng Benilde Blazers. Wala na yung every season, dark horse, kinakapos na makaabot sa Final Four. Wala na yung 20 years. Now the story is, can they bring back the championship after 22 years? Woo! Because that was the first and only championship of the Benilde Blazers, yung panahon ni Sunday Salvacion. That is what Will Gozom, Miguel Ocson, Jayce Colliar, and the players from the Benilde Blazers will try to achieve in the finals this season.
But one thing, Anton, is certain. The winning tradition is back now with De La Salle College of St. Benilde. That's good for the NCAA community at para na rin siyempre sa ating basketball tournaments. Pero kung nakikita niyo po kanina, meron tayong
Speaking of winning tradition,
you
know, why don't we start one?
Yeah.
We should start one, no, Marts?
Yeah, we should have one of these every year. Okay. Maraming salamat po sa kagawaran ng Catholic Mass Media Awards or CMMA for awarding the NCAA Season 97. Ito po, Rise Up Stronger. Ayan po.
So that was for Season 97.
Best Children and Youth Program for Season 97. Thank you so much, CMMA. It was such an honor, receiving the award alongside the best of the best in the industry. Pero mamaya po, bibigyan namin kayo ng preview kung ano po nangyari dun sa ating awards night. But before that, we have another Bulahan edition. And this is very timely. Ay, hindi. Ito na pala. O, sige.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
with, of course, my high school coach, Coach Dax Castellano, and Sir Ollie Amoroso.
That's right. Look at me, looking sophisticated.
Isang karangalan.
What a moment.
Siyempre, ito yung unang season natin sa GMA na may live games na yung NCAA. So, yung sinisimbolo nito, pag-asa, lalong-lalo na din sa mga student athletes natin na nagkaroon ulit ng pag-asa yung kanilang mga karera pagdating sa sport. So yun, maraming salamat po sa kabuuan ng Catholic Mass Media Awards for giving us this recognition.
Thank you sa Catholic Mass Media Awards, and rest assured that NCAA will continue to develop athletes not only physically, mentally, but also instill in them good values for them to be role models in the society as well, and especially the children and the youth.
On behalf of GMA Network, led by our chairman and CEO, Felipe L. Gozon, we would like to thank the Catholic Mass Media Awards for the recognition. We will continue to produce more stories to cater not only for a few, but for all Filipinos. It also shows that there's a big chunk of followers who's really into sports, na bigyan natin ng halaga yung mga atleta, lalo ng mga kabataan. Yung future kasi ng sports nakasalalay sa mga collegiate athletes.
Alam mo, Anton, isang karangalan na ma-recognize ang isang sports program, yung mga games natin. Of course, we have the noble job here of putting these stories into the light. Siyempre, gusto nating malaman, ma-inspire yung mga bata ngayon na katulad nila, may ganun din yung pinagdaanan ng mga atleta natin dito sa NCAA. And again, massive thanks to CMMA for the recognition.
Alam mo, na-realize ko, Marts, it seems that the Benilde Blazers and the College of St. Benilde, of course, they're starting something because they were the hosts of Season 97, right? And then nag-champion pa yung kanilang women's volleyball team. Ngayon naman, may pagkakataon na mag-champion ang kanilang basketball team. Sabayan na natin yung pag-angat ng Benilde Blazers at ng NCAA patungo sa inaasam na tagumpay.
Napakagandang storya niyan. Ito nga, College of St. Benilde, naka-champion sa women's volleyball. Nakuha kaya nila ang kampyonato. Pero ang isa sa mga biggest challengers nila.
Nako po.
Ito, huling stop natin sa Bulahan. Let's take a look at segment 1 muna ng Bulahan natin sa Letran. Watch this.
Kwentuhan, Mulita, Dambayan!
Umaari ba tayo sa iba't ibang NCAA schools para makilala ang ating mga athletes?
At andito tayo ngayon sa Intramuros para kausapin ang defending champion, Letran Knights. Ako po si Papa Bear Benji Paras.
At ako naman si Baby Bear Andre Paras at ito ang Bulahan! Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo binobola. Two years from now, ano na ang nakikita nyo sa sarili?
Depende po sa sitwasyon kung ano po yung role na ibibigay sa akin ni Coach. Pipilitin ko lang mag-step up dun sa role na ipipilin ko po yun.
2 years from now po siguro may improve ko po yung decision making ko kasi feeling ko yun po yung kulang sa akin eh. Tsaka ano po, magiging vocal po ako.
Siguro po mag-improve na po. Magagawa na po yung hindi ko nagagawa ngayong rookie po ako. At siguro po yung katawan ko po at i-improve ko pa, papalakin ko pa po. Tsaka yung utak ko po.
May problema ka pa sa utak.
Una tayo sa present. As rookies, getting to know face ba tayo? Gusto ba tayo makilala ng mga tao? Besides basketball, pwede nyo ba i-share sa amin mga fun facts about yourself para mas makilala tayo ng ating mga fans and viewers?
Ako po double ano po kasi ako sport po ako eh. Track and field po ako. Bale, jumper po ako sa track and field.
Kapag may free time po, mahilig po ako mag-travel po. Sama po yung family ko po. Tapos, bukod doon mahilig po ako sa isda, fish keeper po.
So ano naman yung mga paborito mong puntahan?
Madalas po sa nag-beach po kami ganyan po. Minsan sa Bantayan Island po, sa Cebu. Tapos, minsan po mga Baguio ganyan.
Sa Ermita maraming beach. Please, papaloy.
Marami lang pong nanonood po ng movies lang.
Mga ball.
Hindi lang po. Action po gano'n. Tsaka K-dramas po minsan.
K-dramas? Ano pa?
Given a chance na bigyan ka ng role as an action star, kailangan mo ng leading lady. So, sino tong leading lady mo?
Yan po si Kim Domingo po.
Ayan naman pala. So, Kim, if you're watching, Kevin.
Ang simbolo ng Knights, matatapang. Ano ang katangian ng Knights na ma-apply nyo sa sarili nyo?
Yung pagiging matapang namin, Papa Bear.
Matapang.
Maangas pero di mayabang.
Yung mga Knights ganun, talagang
Maangas lang.
Knights. Kaya nga Knights and Shining Armor, tumutulong yan. Sa iyo pa, the way you defend. Alam naman natin na walang paninira yun eh, pero talagang nakaka-intimidate. Ito ba'y sinasadya mo o itinuro sa'yo?
Ano lang po yun, para tactics po yun sa kalaban.
Tactics.
Tactics para...
Mga tinititigan na gano'n, yung face defense. Yes. Ano yung katangian nyo? Or talent? Na hindi alam na... Kasi nakikita ng mga tao, matatapang lang maglaro eh.
Faithful kagad po.
Faithful.
Kumain. Malakas kumain.
Talent kumain. Ikaw, Fran, ano bang...
Hidden pa din.
Basta
Papa
yung
Bear.
hidden pa rin. Pero yung pagluluto nga, sinabi mo. Ikaw, Kyle. Ano ba hindi alam ng tao? Na,
Siguro kaya ko matulog kahit saan siguro eh. Mabilis ako makikita.
yung masandal, tulog, bihira yung gano'n. Nakakaingit yung gano'n. Sa ngayon naman, sa team, sino naman sa inyo yung pinakakalad ka rin?
Lahat, Papa Bear.
Lahat?
Kasi buong team kaming parang yung banding ba?
Eh, o sige, sa gala, sino sa inyo yung galante? Yung
Yan.
Si Fran.
nahihiya mong
Ay, si Paolo. Si Paolo lagi yan libre.
So, nanlilibre.
Lagi yan, Papa Bear.
Eh, sino naman yung pinakamatagal bumunot?
Ito.
Walang ano ha? Hindi na nila pinag-isipan.
kasi tulog. Nakakatulog sila. Hindi naaabot yun.
Ito yung sinabi ko, bayaran na. Dito nagsisimula yung buka. Pusong kampiyon, yan ang ating abangan. Kaya dapat laging game on. Ito po si Papa Bear Benji Paras.
At ako naman si Baby Bear Andre Paras at ito ang
Bolahan!
Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo binobola!
Oy! Pre!
Alam mo, pagkatapos ang season natin, sign na natin si Sir Raymond sa Sparkle, ah. Grabe yung acting eh. Hindi, biro lang. Pero salamat po, Papa Bear Benji Paras, Baby Bear Andre Paras. Part 1 pa lang yan ng ating bolahan sa Letran. Chill na chill pa doon yung defending champion sa atin mamaya.
Si
Iba
Andre,
na. Intensa sila. Oh.
Si Andre may mga observations sa crowd kanina. San Beda, very intense. Yung Benild, props to them because they really came out today and you know, I did mention earlier, ito yung pinakamaingay na Bedan crowd that I've heard all season. But the Benil Blazers crowd, sana magkita-kita ulit tayo sa finals.
Yan. And I think they need to double that. Okay. Yung pag doon na tayo sa finals kasi wait, surprise muna yung venue natin dyan. Pero kasunod po after this short break, Bolahan segment part 2, dyan pa rin sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Yan po ating sa pagbabalik dito sa Game On!
Teams gustong mag-champion.
Laro pa for the lead! Yes!
At para sa Letran, Benil, San Beda at LPU, gagawin nila ang lahat para makamit ito. Kaya ang drama ng hardcourt, huwag palampasin.
Racing for 3! Kaboom!
This is your NCAA Season 98 Final 4, November 29 na on GTV. Final 4 na!
Paraiso! Quickly to Sanggalan! Yes! And the foul!
Back-to-back ang battle cry and after a shaky start, nagsunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Intact pa rin naman ang kanilang championship core led by Mr. Fantastic Fran Yu. Kaya kung sinong makakatapat nila, they better bring their A-game. 3P time na ba para sa Letran Knights? This is your NCAA Season 98 Final 4, November 29 na. Final
Nakausap natin ang Letran Knights. Ngayon naman, andito tayo muli sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran para alamin ang kanilang tambayan.
Kaya tuloy-tuloy ang kwentuhan, kulitan, tambayan dahil ito ang Bolahan! Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo binobola!
Nandito tayo ngayon sa kanilang favorite tambayan spot sa campus. Nasaan nga pa tayo?
Sa page 1620 po tayo.
Page 1620. Bakit nga ba yan yung pangalan ng cafe na to?
Sabi nila yung page is symbolized for elementary knights saka squires. Yun yung sinabi. Tapos yung 1620 naman, doon establish yung Letran. So kung ipa-plus mo, 400 plus years na. In short, 400 years.
Okay.
Sanayan na lang.
Hello, airport. Sorry, may tao.
Ito, sino sa inyo ang madalas nandito? Ang matakaw kumain dito sa page 1620? Wow!
Siya nagrekomenda nito eh. Meron ba kayong mga sinusunod na ginagawa? Ano ba yung mga ritual nyo?
Sa sarili ko, nagbabawas ako bago papagat ng tension para pagdating ko ng game is focus na tsaka relax na yung katawan.
Totoo yun. Okay, andito tayo ngayon at kaya ako tahimik dahil nasa library tayo. Okay, kayong tatlo, pagtapat nga kayo sa akin, pang ilang beses nyo nang nakapasok dito sa library? So yun, nasagot na po ako, hindi nila alam dahil hindi pa sila nakakapasok sa library.
Paano kayo nakakapag-assignment? Paano nyo siya na i-send sa prof? Or paano ba ginagawa? Online na ba kayo ngayon? Paano kayo nagsasabit ng requirements?
So nagsasubmit kami through online. So online classes kami. Ginagawa namin pag dami na pag-submit on time. Chinachat namin yung prof namin. So ayun, sa Google Classroom.
Yun na lang ginagawa namin.
Alam mo, napansin ko, parang familiar yung mukha nito.
Ay, pogi ah.
Ay, pogi.
Mukhang bold star ah. Parang bold star ng 70s.
Long hair.
Papasalamat ako nakalbo ko. Kung hindi, kita niya na may itsura ko. Mukha akong kabayong may buhok.
What do you call this area?
Director's booth po.
Tech studio po kasi tawag.
ATP.
APT po.
APT Studio.
Ano? ATP? Ano?
APT, parang ano?
APT.
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 Oh, narinig ko.
Alright, nandito tayo ngayon sa APT Studio. So, speaking of on-air, cameras, itong tanong, always camera ready ba kayo?
Yung bang tipong bago ka lumabas, halimbawa kahit mag-game, tingin ka muna sa lamin, tapos ayos ng buhok. Yung bang tipong gano'n? Oo, hindi.
Extinct na ito.
Talagang
Extinct na sa akin. So, kumbaga photogenic ka na talaga.
ikaw.
Sakto lang, Papa Bear.
Kasi para rin sa mga families namin sa ibang bansa, Papa Bear, na hindi makapanood dito sa Manila. Kaya, siyempre, always ready kami para makapagpakita ng magandang show for the fans and families namin.
Ito na ang favorite part ng ating mga kabulahan, ang pick-up line!
Okay, go! May butas ba puso mo?
Bakit?
Kasi I can find my way out.
Sanay ah!
Pilipinas ka ba?
Bakit?
Kasi it's more fun kapag kasama kita. Charger ka ba?
Bakit?
Kasi na-low-bat first sight ako sa'yo.
Oh!
Paano maligo ang kalbo?
Paano?
Di ko nga rin alam. Paki-explain nga.
Ayun ang sinasabi.
Papa Beer, totoo pala yung multo.
Ha? Bakit?
Kasi nung nakita kita, naniwala ako.
Andre, exam ko ba?
Exam? Bakit?
Pwede ba kita i-take home?
Oh, pwede yun.
Go ba?
Papa Bear, may alam ka pa bang ibang pick-up lines?
Bakit?
Wala na akong maisip eh. Cause all I think of is you.
Maraming salamat, Letran Knights, at sa buong community ng Colegio de San Juan de Letran.
Thank you din sa lahat ng NCAA schools na pinuntahan natin. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, the fun, and exciting experiences.
Pero, hindi pa tapos. Nagwa-warm up pa lang kami.
Kaya tuloy-tuloy ang kwentuhan, kulitan, tambayan. Ito ang... Bulahan!
Totoo to! Hindi namin kayo binobola! Pakap!
Okay, kita nyo na. Kasali lahat sa Bulahan. Yan po. Yan ba ang ating final stop this season sa Bulahan sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran. So sa lahat po ng schools na sumali sa atin dito sa Bulahan, kulitan kasama sina Papa Bear at Baby Bear. Maraming salamat po. Ano masasabi mo dun sa... Ako, pakiramdam ko, medyo nag-audition dun si Pao Havillionar eh. Pinakita niya yung kulit niya dun eh, di ba?
Mas magaling pa rin si Neil Tolentino na Arellano. I think that guy is a natural when it comes to comedy. But I'd like to give a shout out. In the end, you saw the entire team of Bulahan behind the scenes. All of the producers, all of the writers. Congratulations to you guys for a very fun segment dito sa Game On.
At sila rin po ang kasama namin dito sa NCAA na nakikita natin dito sa bawat game day natin. So maraming salamat po. More Bulahan segments in the future, syempre, dito sa Game On. But, eto na po, meron pa tayong hinihintay dito, Anton. Ang dami na nating naganap ng mga courtside challenge, pagkakaiba ng mga posisyon, meron mga gwardya, kina-challenge yung mga big man, captain, papunta sa isa pang captain. Eto na, ang ating final courtside challenge featuring Big Sean Umali.
Natitira mula sa half court.
Yan na.
Gusto ko panoorin to kasi aminin ko, I don't know if he can do it. So I want to know what happened dito sa half court shot ni Koy Koy.
We got a doubter over here. Sean, andun si Sean ha. Oh, alam niya, kumpiyansa siya, nagawa niya. Kaya ito, panoorin natin the final courtside challenge of season 98.
Crossover, steals, layups, hustle plays. Magaling dyan ang ating NCAA players. Pero sa iba pang special skills, Kakasakaya sila sa challenge? Ito ang NCAA Courtside Challenge. Kakasaka ba?
Para sa huling Courtside Challenge, narito si Sean Umali ng LPU Pirates na buong tapang na tinanggap ang hamon ng kaibigang si Joshua Giab ng JRU Heavy Bombers.
Minaaman ko si Sean Umali ng LPU Pirates na tumira sa half court.
Bakit ba sa lahat ng players sa buong NCAA Season 98 si Sean Umali ang napili mo?
Kasi alam ko hindi niya magagawa yun eh.
Kayang-kaya. Hindi ko lang alam kung shoot ah.
Kakasaka ba?
Challenge accepted.
Woo! Let's go! Sean, wag mo akong ipahiya. Kaya mo yan. Go, Sean! Woo! One attempt more. Woo! Sana lang. Kaya-kaya mo yan. Oh! Sayang! Malapit na! Sean, that was a good one, pero pinahiya mo si Joshua Giab.
Sobrang hirap ng pinagawa mo.
Alam ko hindi niya magagawa yun eh.
Kayang-kaya. Kahit ikaw, di mo masushoot yun eh.
Paano ba yan, Sean? Di mo nagawa yung challenge ko sa'yo. Ito ngayon yung consequence mo. Gayahin mo tong TikTok moves na to.
Joshua Giab, ito na yung hamon mo.
At dyan na nga nagtatapos ang tagisan ng tapang at hamunan sa hardcourt.
Ako si Julia Ong para sa Courtside Challenge. Kakasaka ba?
Alam mo, unang Courtside Challenge field natin dito sa NCAA Season 98. At bilang consequence, TikTok, napa-TikTok si Big Sean. Nagsama pa eh. Nandamay pa eh. Nandun pa si JM Bravo eh. Parang feeling ko gusto naman nung JM eh. Pero yan po yung Courtside Challenge natin. Again, unang beses, mahirap yung half-court shot ah.
Tsaka patunay yon na hindi scripted.
Hindi.
Hindi po scripted yung aming Courtside Challenge. It's either you succeed or you fail. And I did say I had my doubts kasi nga half-court shot, napakahirap nun.
Pero binilang niya eh, attempts eh.
8 attempts.
8 attempts.
0 for 8.
Savage.
Si Sean Umali.
The savagery by Mr. Antonio.
Hindi naman kasi titira si Sean ng half-court mamaya. Di ba? Kailangan sa loob lang.
Hindi mo alam, baka kailanganin. Maging 1 out of 9 siya. Okay, pero...
Patay tayo dyan.
May buzzer beater. Okay.
Mas naniniwala pa ako kung si Pau Havillonar yung tumira ng half-court.
Oo nga eh. Ako rin eh. Ako rin. Ang Pau Havillonar, nandito rin mamaya po. Yun yung magkakabanggaan mamaya. Speaking of Sean, speaking of Pau, matapos po yung una nating laban kanina, Benilde booking a finals ticket in NCAA Season 98. Waiting na sila ng kanilang makakalaban because the next game, our next matchup this afternoon, it's gonna be number 2 versus number 3, the Battle of Intramuros, Letran kontra LPU.
Ibang klaseng bakbakan ng Intramuros to, Martin. The Letran Knights want to make it back to the finals because they're chasing history. They want a three-peat. Ang tagal nang hindi nangyayari ng three-peat para sa Letran. That is what they want to bring back. Eto namang LPU, should they go all the way, they will become the most unlikely champion ever in NCAA history. So that is what's at stake in our second Final Four game.
This is a bit of a rematch of what happened in NCAA Season 95 kung saan po nagharap din ang LPU at Letran in a step ladder. Letran beating them, going to the championship and taking the title that season. But the man who was leading the charge for LPU at nakalaban ng Letran is back, but this time he's gonna be part of the broadcast panel. Coach Topex Robinson, what is he doing? Okay.
Pinaalala mo kasi yun nangyari.
Yung mga kaya siya naman.
So, you know, he's saying, make it up for me.
Okay.
Make it up for me.
Akala ko, this is my house. Like, what? Coach, maglalaro ka ba? Okay, hindi.
No.
Coach Topex Robinson pa mga kasama ko.
Yeah, si Coach Topex Robinson, he used to be the coach of LPU, but when he breaks down the games, patas yan, objective. So it should be good to hear from somebody who was behind the scenes going up against the best team in the league, ang Colegio de San Juan de Letran, the back-to-back champions.
For sure. And he was here very early, Anton. He was here like 10 a.m. I'm kidding. Hindi naman 10 a.m. Pero maaga po dito si Coach Topex para paghandaan itong ating coverage.
Well, that's Coach Topex Robinson for you. Always prepared. And I can't wait to hear his top picks later on.
Let's go. Let's go. Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa ating pagsali dito sa inyong paboritong In Between Sports Entertainment Show. Ito po ang Game On!
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Apat na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
Dalawa sa kanila balak tapusin ang series sa Martes at ang other two gagawin nilang lahat para i-extend ang series.
Can they do it right here? Yes, they will!
Benil versus Anbeda sa first game. Letran versus LPU sa second game. This is your NCAA Season 98 Final Four on GTV. Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Apat na team.
Guadagna for the lead.
Ano ng LPU? Here's the Swarm and Barba with a goose.
Sila ang surprise package ng torneo. Walang nag-akala na silang mag-advance sa next round with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Huwag magulat na from underdogs maging top dogs sila. Handa na ba kayo sa ipapakita ng LPU Pirates? This is your NCAA Season 98 Final Four, November 29 na. Apat na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
Dalawa sa kanila balak tapusin ang series sa Martes at ang other two gagawin nilang lahat.
Another one for Guadagna. Nagbago yung kanilang style eh. Mas tumitira na sila sa labas.
Sa larong basketball, hindi nasusukat ang sipag at kagustuhan ng bawat player na gawin ang lahat para lang manalo.
Hindi lang opensa, meron tong dalawang to, may depensa pa.
Hindi inasahan na makakapasok sa Final Four ang LPU Pirates.
To, huli!
Pero pinagtrabahuan nila ito.
Di Baclot, Guadanya, pinangga yung rookie.
Ginusto nila ito.
What a pass. What a cut by Enoch Valdez.
Deserve nila ito.
Barba for the tie. John Barba! Wow!
Ngayon, haharapin nila ang pinakamabigat na pagsubok sa kanilang season. Ang mga hari ng liga, the defending back-to-back champion, Letran Knights. Paano nga ba pataubin ang isang mabagsik na kampyon? Sapat na ba ang matinding pisikalan?
Sakalang offensive rebound. Sakalang gives the lead back to Letran.
Hindi rin pwede na puro puso lang. Kailangan din gamitin ang utak.
Mr. Fantastic!
Ibang klaseng bakbakan ng Intramuros to. Letran kontra LPU.
Bode, fade away. Darupay with the finish.
Matira ang matibay.
We keep the ball rolling. Mga kapuso, we're coming to you from inside the Philoel Ecoil Center in San Juan as we continue the broadcast of the Final Four in your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. And after our intense first game earlier, this was the final score. The New Blazers squeaking by the Sunbetter Red Lions 62-61 to book the first finals ticket, their first finals appearance in 20 years. The best player of the game, Miguel Ocson with 17 points and Jimboy Pastoran off the bench with 16 points. Congratulations to the Benio Blazers, and now they are waiting for their opponent in the finals na manggagaling po sa ating ikalawang laban ngayong hapon na ito. Here we go. It is going to be number 2 versus number 3. The back-to-back defending champions will try to make it 3 straight finals appearances, and they will start their finals defense today. Standing in their way are the pesky LPU Pirates, who are looking to prove more here in the tournament. It is the Battle of Intramuros featured in our second matchup this afternoon. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayon. We are live right now on your television sets on GTV. You can also find us online, YouTube, Facebook, NCAA Philippines. Hanapin nyo rin kami. Nandiyan kami sa Twitter at saka sa Facebook, GMA Sports PH. Hello po sa inyong lahat at magandang hapon muli mga kapuso. My name is Martin Javier. An absolute honor to be doing the second game this afternoon. And today, I'm going to be working with the brilliant mind of Coach Topex Robinson here in the broadcast. Coach, welcome.
Good afternoon, Martin. Playoff basketball, championship atmosphere. What more could you ask for in Season 98 of the NCAA?
This is it. This is it. Kanina punong-puno, split tickets tayo. Pero mukhang jump-pack ulit itong Philoel Ecoil Center natin sa ating second game. Pero ang kumpleto po sa ating broadcast team. For our Courtside reporters, 2 rookies on deck right here. Unahin muna natin ang magre-report para sa ating defending champions. We got Stephanie Benito reporting for the Letran Knights. Hi, Stephanie. On the other side, ito twin daw niya. Ayan, oh. From the LPU Pirates, the challenger today, Fatima Reyes, will be reporting from that side of Intramuros. Stephanie, Fatima will get to you in just a little bit. We are excited to hear your stories from the players and the coaches. Unahin ko muna dito si Coach Topex Robinson, because I mentioned earlier on Game On, last time these two teams met in the Final Four was season 95. Letran number 3, LPU number 2. Letran defeated the number 2 team, the LPU Pirates. The head coach of the Pirates at that time was this guy, Coach Topex Robinson. So he knows a thing or two about being in this situation.
It's a memorable season for me, Martin. And talking about Letran, that was the coming out party nitong si Fantastic Fran Yu.
That's right. Doon nga nagpakitang gilas at nagtuloy-tuloy na yon para kay Fran sa finals against the Red Lions. But we gotta look at first the Final Four picture. The New Blazers getting the job done earlier and booking the first finals ticket. So now, they're waiting for their opponents.
Earlier is a word that best describes this ballgame, Martin, because ito ang goal ngayon ng Letran. If you lose this game, if you're Letran, you have to play Friday.
Yeah.
Game 1 of the finals is gonna be on a Sunday.
That's
So
right.
that's gonna be challenging for you if you're Letran. But if you're LPU, you wanna extend the series.
That's right. Oo, yun nga yung sitwasyon dun. Sunday, so if we extend this series to a Friday, a rubber match, yung mag-a-advance, only 1 day rest. At crucial pa naman ang game number 1 pagdating natin dyan sa finals. But these two teams, well, 1-1 sila dito sa ating elimination round. It was LPU beating Letran in their first game. A come-from-behind win. And in the second game, Letran retaliating. But both games were very close, Coach Robek.
Steven, very much close games. You're talking about the first time they played. We've talked about this. Wala si Brent Paraiso, wala si Luis Angalang, wala si Havillonar. But LPU came from behind. They were down by 19 points during the first half of that ball game at humabol sila during that first battle. Pagdating naman dito sa second round, nakalaban nila, kompleto na parehas, Nick and Tuck affair. Kaya talagang napaka-exciting and we have to really digest the numbers para makita natin talaga yung pound for pound advantage or disadvantages of these two teams.
And there's a reason why every time they face each other, malapit lagi yung kanilang mga laban. Ito si Franyo, of course, the captain of Letran, the graduating guard of LPU. Kapitan naman nila, Enzo Navarro at midcourt right now. Pero there's a reason, because if you look at the numbers, the rankings in different categories, Coach Topex, malapit to sa isa't isa. Of course, with the exception of some categories, pero sa iba, dikitan sila.
Tama, Martin, medyo magkalapit, pero one team is more on the defensive end.
That's right.
Another team is on the offensive end. That first team, talking about defensively, itong Letran Knights, they've really been locked in defensively. They really have good numbers, proving that they really are a defensive might. While ito namang LPU, nandun naman sa offensive side of things. Kaya talagang this afternoon, hindi mo alam kung sino doon ang mananaig. Obviously, if you're Letran, you want to be on the defensive end. And if you're LPU, gusto mo mag-connect from the outside itong mga players ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan.
But for sure, it is going to be a battle. Ito na, unahin muna natin ang kwento. Paano kaya nag-prepare dito ang back-to-back defending champions? And again, this is a quest for a three-peat for them. Let's have first their courtside reporter. Ito, report mula sa Knights. Nandito si Stephanie Benito. Stephanie, go ahead.
Salamat, Martin. Three-peat is really within our defending champions' reach with a twice-to-beat advantage and the composure they had all throughout this season. Ito daw ang bet-bet ng team ngayong semi-finals na. Earlier today, I asked team captain Fran Yu what he want to tell his team. Ang sabi niya sa akin, he wants to tell the team to leave the past games behind and focus on their upcoming games as they are now back to 0. Kung gusto daw nilang maiuwi ulit ang kampyonato, they know that this has to start with beating the LPU Pirates first. Kayang-kaya naman daw nilang matalo ang Pirates at Malamangan para sa game na ito. Para daw ito para sa kanilang pamilya at para naman sa Letran community. Ang tanong, masimulan kaya ng Letran ang semifinals with a win? Abangan natin yan, Martin and Coach Topex.
Stephanie, importanteng manalo dito ang Letran. Maraming salamat. But basing it on the body language right now of the defending champions, they're looking very confident. At saka nandito yung swag nila, no? Habang nag-warm up sila ngayon.
The only way you're gonna be confident if you're coming into the game well prepared. And I'm sure with the experience that the whole team, even the coaching staff of the Letran Knights, you know they're gonna come in here as a confident team.
Speaking of preparation, eto na ang inaabangan natin. Coach Top Picks by Coach Topex Robinson. Let's go first to the defending champions. Papaano sila dito mananalo?
Stephanie talked about family. I'm talking about familiar territory. They've been here. This is gonna be the third time in a row that they've been in this situation. So, majority of the players is still part of that defending champions. Kagaya nga sinabi ni Stephanie, 3 is the key for this team. So, they've been to a lot of battles together. Kasi pagka umabot ka ng Final Four, may dagdag games ka eh. So that's gonna be familiar advantage for Letran. Expect the press. I'm sure the coaching staff of Letran knows ang numbers that pinapakita natin. LPU is number 1 in forcing turnovers. They're number 1 in turnover points and they're also number 1 in fast break points. So expect mo speedy up ang ball game na ito para sa LPU. Pound the paint, they have the advantage. They have Sanggalang, they have Havillonar, they have a lot of, even Paraiso is a guard, a rebounding guard. So that's gonna be huge for the team of Letran Knights.
One of the bigs na asahan ni Coach Bonnie Tan to really pound the paint is that guy, Luis Sangalang. And pinag-uusapan ni Coach Topex kanina, depensa, meron din pong opensa ang Letran. They have 5 players this season scoring in double figures, at least averaging in double figures this year. So, dyan po magmumula ang kanilang firepower. But now, it's time for us to go to the other side. As nakikita nyo ngayon, si Franyo, patuloy ang kanilang warm-up dito. Let's go to the other side of Intramuros at pag-usapan natin ngayon itong mga pirata ng LPU. Now, this is a team, season 97. We thought they were in a rebuilding phase because they finished 9th a few months ago. And pagdating natin ng season 98, only a few months later, they're now the most surprising team in the league with a Final Four finish, and they're not yet done. They want to prove more here in the Final Four at ang kalaban nila ngayon, the Letran Knights. Okay, so let's hear more from the LPU Pirates. Nakikita nyo si Mac Guadagna, again, the leading scorer of their first matchup with Letran. Nandito ngayon. Anong kwento dyan, Fatima Reyes?
Dark horse indeed, as no one saw the LPU Pirates coming as one of the Final Four contenders this season. Naibahagi nga sa akin ng kupunan na ang naging motibasyon nila buong season ay ang pagdududa ng mga tao sa kakayahan nila. Now coming into this Battle of Intramuros series, everything is back to zero. And according to the Pirates, their strength in this game is that they are the hungrier team as they will be playing their hearts out against the defending champions. Ika nga nila, ang larong ito ay para sa mga naniniwala at lalong-lalo na sa hindi naniniwala. The Pirates are now off on sailing and proving all the doubters wrong as they plan to extend this series to one more game. Martin and Coach Topex.
Fatima, thank you so much. Napakalaki nga ng inspirasyon dito ng LPU Pirates, and Coach Topex right here knows all about that. Alam mo yung inspiration, motivation, itong mga bata ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan.
I want to talk about what you mentioned earlier. LPU is not rebuilding. They are just reloading. They're adding firepower, talking about Maclod Godanya, Ato Barba, Sean Umali, at itong si Matt Bravo. So, ibig sabihin nun na they're just adding value to their firepower. Kaya naman, it's gonna be an exciting thing for them to really be in the thick of the battle. Now, let's talk about those top picks, Martin, Read and React. Yung familiar experience ng Letran, ito naman wala itong LPU because last season they ended up being number 9. So mas lesser ang games nila. That's why they need to make sure they're gonna read and react to what Letran is gonna do to them. So it's gonna be important. Keeping it close is very important because this is a veteran team. Alam mo na anytime, yung familiarity, yung veteran leadership ng mga players ni Coach Bonnie Tan will be crucial. So kailangan hindi ka maiwanan dito because hindi na pwedeng mangyari yung nangyari ng first round na hinabol mo. This is the playoffs, this is the Final Four. Napaka-importante. No hero ball. Now, LPU is number 2 in assists. The number 1 team in assists already is headed to the finals. So they have to make sure that everybody matters. Together is going to be better strength in numbers.
Yeah. And this is a tradition that you started, Coach Topex, right before the game, meditating a little bit to get them a little bit more focused. On the other side, the defending champions are geared up. They're ready to go here. Tignan muna natin ang maghaharap sa ating key matchup today. Banggaan ng mga bigatin. Luis Sangalang, Sean Umali. Top 2 natin na shot blockers dito sa ating liga.
Solid numbers coming from these two players, Martin. Ang maganda dito produkto ng Letran squares. Itong si Sean Umali. So I'm sure he's looking up to his kuya Luis Sangalang. Pero ngayon, walang pamilya, walang kuya-kuya. There's gonna be battle to play CSB.
So, here we go. Aabangan po natin, aantabayan na natin yung mga numero mamaya sa laban ni Luis Sangalang and Sean Umali. Pero mga kapuso, ito na po. We go to number 2 versus number 3. Battle of Intramuros in just a little bit. Letran, LPU, let's turn you over to our Coliseum announcer.
Good afternoon once again. Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International at may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Welcome right here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. it's the Final Four. Our main game for Tuesday doubleheader, the Battle of Intramuros. It's the Letran Knights facing the LPU Pirates. Let's meet our starters. Starting for your defending champions, the Letran Knights. And forward, number 17, in Ariam.
Oras na para kilalanin ang magsisimula mula sa magkabilang panig. First, for the back-to-back defending champions, going with their veterans, Franyu, Brent Paraiso, Luis Sangalang, but joining them. Ito, kaunting sorpresa mula kay Coach Bonnie Tan are Kobe Monje and Kent Ariar. Both players are usually part of the second unit. Ito ni Coach Bonnie. Now let's go to the other side of the fence. Starting for the challengers today, the LPU Pirates. They're going to be starting with their graduating point guard, Enzo Navarro. And JM Bravo is there alongside Sean Umali, Enoch Valdez, and Maclod Guadagna. So that means one of their more consistent players in offensively, at least against Letran, John Barba will be coming off the bench. Our three officials here, headed by the crew chief FIBA International referee Mike Tolentino. Another FIBA International referee joining him is Toti Celeste. At national referee will complete the cast in Jemar Taliedo, of course, headed by NCAA Commissioner Tonichi Pohante. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok. Live right now on GTV, NCAA Philippines on YouTube and Facebook, Twitter and Facebook. Find us at GMA Sports PH. Number 2 versus number 3, Letran, with a 13-5 slate to end the elimination round. LPU with a 12-6 record. Ball is up and game is underway. The Battle of Intramuros, live on GTV. My name is Martin Javier alongside Coach Topix Robinson here in the broadcast. And a takeaway right away for Enzo Navarro. Here's Enoch Valdez with a finish on the other end, but Sean Umali is down on the other side. And they're gonna stop the action for a little bit. So as early as the first possession, nagkakaroon na tayo ng heightened physicality here, Coach Topex.
I think that's, we're gonna double check on that, Martin. We're not sure if it was a friendly fire. Di ba si Bravo nakatama sa kanya doon? Yun.
Yeah, as he was falling down.
Yeah, when he was about to attack, kaya naman itong si Bravo was apologetic to his teammate. But talking about that first play of Letran to the ensuing play coming from LPU, they forced another turnover and they scored off of that turnover on a fast break.
Yeah.
So those are the three stats that they really are leading in this season 98.
That's right. They're going to be relying on that all game long, hoping that Letran would make errors along the way. Kobe Monje misses from the corner to Sean Umali. LPU turning it up. Enoch Valdez colliding with Brent Paraiso. No whistle. Ball going back to the White Shirts.
That was a good call coming from the referees, letting that play go because Brent Paraiso was moving, just going up. Yun yung palagi natin, we're telling the players, just raise your hand and challenge it the right way. So good call by our referees.
That was a clean take by Brent Paraiso. So a miss for Enoch Valdez. And here comes Franyu. Finals MVP a couple of seasons ago. The first of their back-to-back titles in the NCAA in a familiar situation. Here's Yu. He pulls the trigger and Yu knocks it down.
What we don't know about Letran is they are one of the top teams scoring from the three-point line. Why is it happening? Because of plays like that.
Yeah.
Players moving the ball around. Yun yung sinabi natin, familiarity amongst these players. They know their strength is the inside, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna make your problems from the outside.
Enoch Valdez taking it strong to the rack. So Enoch has all 4 LPU points.
4 LPU points and 4 LPU attacks in this ball game. So makikita natin how serious he is because during that first game in the first round, he was a bit absent on the team of LPU.
And here he is, getting aggressive on the glass. Oh, masyado lang malakas yung pasa doon. And Enoch is actually looking for a deflection. Ito muna yung unang basket kanina ni Enoch Valdez. Pagkatapos yan, on the half-court setup, attacking the defense of Kobe Monhe.
You could see that they really are aggressive attacking the basket. We know that they love shooting from the outside, Martin, but it's absent at the very first possessions. Now talking about itong si Renzo Navarro, that's the problem with Renzo right now. He fouls a lot. Medyo kailangan niya talagang i-manage yung kanyang depensa because he's gonna be needed by his teammates, being the veteran of this team.
I think it was proven in a few games for LPU na na-foul out siya o na-eject siya dun sa laban. Talagang nangangapa ang LPU kung sino yung kanilang stabilizer, particularly in their offense. Brand new, a little bit too strong that time around. Here comes Edgar Navarro. Navarro has it. Pounded and pounded by Fran Yu. Renzo escapes, and Jalen Bravo scores on the roll as we go to Fatima Reyes from LPU's side. All right, hold that thought. We'll go to Fatima later. Timeout first by Coach Bonnie Tander, down by 3.
Teams gustong mag-champion.
Larupay for the lead. Yes!
At para sa Letran, Benil, Sambeda at LPU, gagawin nilang lahat para makamit ito. Kaya ang drama ng hardcourt huwag palampasin.
Racing for 3. Kaboom!
This is your NCAA Season 98 Final 4, November 29 on GTV. Final 4 now.
Paraiso! Quickly to Sangaran! Yes! And the ball!
Back-to-back ang battle cry, and after a shaky start, nagsunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Intact pa rin naman ang kanilang championship core led by Mr. Fantastic Fran Yu. Kaya kung sino...
And we're back to the action here inside the Phil Oil, Eco Oil Center in San Juan. Early moments in this game. And the crowd from Letran and LPU getting louder and louder. Dito po sa lungsod ng San Juan. And we're not yet done filling up the venue. May mga pumapasok pa dyan sa Gen Ad area natin.
As we're talking about the loud noise in this Coliseum, Martin, let's talk about some numbers naman. At during that first 2 minutes and a half of our action, itong Letran Knights, 1 of 4 from the field goal. Itong LPU kaya lamang ng tatlo because they were solid, 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Points in the paint, those 6 points are coming from the inside for LPU. While itong si Letran, still struggling. The first point was coming from the outside, galing kay Frank.
More on LPU's side. Let's have an update from Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin, if Coach Gilbert Malabanan can rate his team from 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, Coach Gilbert confidently answered that he will give his team a perfect 10. Kung titignan daw kasi natin from bottom 2 last season, they are now fighting for a spot in the finals. Dagdag nga sa akin ni Coach Gilbert kung meron daw silang pinaka-pinaghandaan sa laban na ito kontra Letran Knights, ito raw ay mentally sa atmosphere sa arena at sa batang lineup ng Pirates, dito raw magsisimula ang lahat. Pagpasok nga rin sa dugout, mababasa natin sa whiteboard ng Pirates ang mga katagang "See you guys for tomorrow's practice." Dahil ayon kay Coach Gilbert, mapa-opensa o depensa, lalaban sila at mag-e-ensayo pa sila dahil hindi pa ito ang huling laban ng mga pirata. Martin at Coach Topex.
Fatima, maraming salamat at mukhang yung confidence at yung positive energy na nanggagaling sa kanilang mga training sessions translating right here in the game. Up by 7 and Paraiso gets blocked by Macguadanya right there. Here comes LPU again. Navarro, the lead for Bravo. Navarro thought about it. Instead, he will set up. Oh! What a find! Big Shondo couldn't finish.
That was a good read coming from Renzo Navarro. He's really been patient after there's no opportunity attacking the basket. You also gotta love the energy. Itong Letran Knights, itong LPU defensively making it hard for the players of Letran to score in the paint.
And that's a good example of how they're making it hard for Letran in the offensive. And Luis Sangalang with the miss from his usual spot. Another no-look pass. And Sean Umali, that one is deflected by Kobe Monhe. So some reinforcements off the bench for Coach Bonitan. King Caralipio. Here's the find earlier by Enzo Navarro. And Kobe Monhe with a good recovery. Although Monhe will go to the bench, he is replaced right here by Pau Havilionar. Enzo Navarro flipping it outside. Bravo. You saw the hustle earlier coming from Jalen Bravo. Points in the paint. Diyan po lahat ng galing. Ang puntos dito ng LPU so far. Umali missing. And now let's go to Letran's side. Let's have Stephanie Benito. Stephanie.
Salamat, Martin. Alam niyo ba, Martin, Coach Topex, maibahagi ko lang bukod daw sa Letran community, ang natitirang laro ng team ay inaalay daw nila para sa kanilang graduating players because we have 5 graduating players this season. Luis Sangalang, Fran Yu, Brent Paraiso, Tommy Olivario, and King Caralibo. This is why the team is really eager to end the season on a high note, a championship hopefully, so that the veterans leaving could use this as an advantage as they go pro. Dahil tanungin ko itong si Mr. Consistency, King Caralibio, wala daw siyang ibang plan B. The only plan is to go pro. Same thing with Fantastic Fran Yu. Wala daw siya ibang plan but to go pro as he ends his NCAA season. Tingnan natin if this game favors the team, especially the veterans. Balik sa inyo.
Stephanie, maraming salamat. At tama naman. Hinog na tong mga to. You know, they are pro ready and they've proven that dito sa NCAA Season 98. In the meantime, that's Maclod Guadagna with a mismatch at the post and a foul on Fran Yu in the process. Here's that move. Guadagna lost it momentarily, lost his footing as well, but he will head to the line for a couple of shots.
What's good about this offense coming from LPU is we've talked about them falling in love, shooting the outside shot, but Martin in this ball game, already with 5 minutes and 12 remaining, LPU hasn't shot a three-point shot or any attempt, which is gonna be their strength. They wanna keep on pounding inside. Why? Maclod Guadagna is their best three-point shooter, but Maclod Guadagna is posting up.
And coach, they're not a bad three-point shooting team. They're number 3 in the league in that department. So it will come along later, but right now what's working is their inside game. Fran Yu. What a find. Caralipio, the catch. Caralipio off the glass.
Letran Knights pounding the ball inside. One of the strengths that they have, especially when they put in Caralipio and Havillonar. Kanina kasi si Monheon and si Aliarzo, there's really not much activity from the paint. While ito namang LPU, sticking back to what works for them. Keeping the ball inside the paint.
That was a nice spin coming from Guadagna. Here's that look by Fran Yu. And the cut by King Caralipio. Pump fake, shot, basket para dito kay King Caralipio. Instant offense off the bench. Netong Letran. Rayson is in the game. Again, I mentioned earlier, there are 5 players who average in double figures in scoring for Letran. One of them is Rayson. Sangalang denied up top by Valdez. And Enoch hustles for it. Navarro handles. Ahead to Bravo. Bravo, good swipe coming from Havillonar. Valdez, step in 3. Kaboom!
Wow, Enoch Valdez really waxing hot in this ball game already. With his 9th point, he scored 9 of LPU's 14-point, and all are coming from defensive stops.
Also a former Letran squire, Enoch Valdez. And that's going to be Letran possession. How about Enoch Valdez? That was also the first, you mentioned, Coach Topex, first take from long distance for LPU and also their first make care of Enoch Valdez. 14-7 start for the Pirates.
The defense of LPU is not forcing Letran to commit turnovers, Martin, but it's forcing them to really not be that much successful from the inside.
Yeah.
They have 7 points in the ball game. Remember, 3 of those are coming from the 3-point of Fran Yu. Now, itong LPU naman is opting to go zone, making sure that there's not really easy baskets. But Luis Sangalang has other plans in mind.
And Luis Sangalang, yep, about time for him to score. That's his first 2 points, first bucket of Luis Sangalang in the game. Hero to Big Sean. Sean Umali lost it. Recovers. Umali. Wala. Ipinilit. Nakuha niya ulit. Wala pa rin. Good defense by Havillonar.
Havillonar making sure that there's not going to be easy baskets coming from Sean Umali now. Attacking the basket.
Oh!
Rayson finishing strong off of that stop.
And 1 for Kurt Rayson. And the lead is down to 3. Here's Kurt Rayson. We talk about a guy that can explode at any given moment in a game. Kurt Rayson is one of them.
What's scary in this ball game, Martin, is Letran was able to weather that onslaught offense coming from LPU. Now, they're only down by 3. Rayson could cut it down to 2 points and slowly getting that momentum coming.
And Pau Havillonar, JM Bravo, kaunting kulitan lang. Okay. So, as early as the first quarter, 3 minutes 17, we have color developing right here. Okay, so Kurt Rayson, one of the best free throw shooters in the league as well. Rayson averaging 77% from the free throw line. Isa siya dun sa mga nag-average in double figures, Coach Topex, because their leading scorer is brand new, 11.3 points per game. Ito, winarningan. Okay, parehong na-warningan si Havillonar at si Bravo. So, you 11.3 points per game. Caralipio next with 11.2. Rayson next 11.1. Or no, Paraiso rather, 11.1. Rayson 10.5 and Luis Sangalang 10.4.
Those are solid numbers.
Yeah.
What's good about that, Martin, it's well spread.
Yeah.
So there's no really particular player that we need to depend on. And also, that's not giving LPU an easy target. But obviously, this is Franu's team.
That's right.
Because Fran is not only scoring if need be, he's also going to facilitate for his teammates.
Yeah, and that's what he's been doing. That's what he did in their second matchup of the season. You with only 9 points in that game, but he did have 7 assists. So 14 to 11. Letran still has the ball. Kurt Rayson missing the free throw earlier, but he has another chance here. Rayson got in. Oh, Kurt Rayson. Acrobatic shot will not go. It's Greg Cunanan. Cunanan. Barba sidesteps. Barba, no. And Havillonar snatches the board. Here comes Tommy Olivario. One of the graduating players. Netong Knights. Handling it. Crossover. Dish. Corner. Oh, that is deflected by Barba. Good recovery from Ato Barba because we thought Kurt Rayson already had an open look. Now it's Coach Gilbert's time to call a timeout. They're up by 3.
Teams gustong mag-champion.
Larupay for the lead! Yes!
At para sa Letran, Benil, San Beda at LPU, gagawin nilang lahat para makamit ito. Kaya ang drama ng hardcourt huwag palampasin.
Rayson for 3! Kaboom!
This is your NCAA Season 98 Final 4, November 29 na on GTV. Final 4 na!
Paraiso! Quickly to Sangalang! Yes! And the foul!
Back-to-back ang battle cry, and after a shaky start, nagsunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Intact pa rin naman ang kanilang championship.
We're back to the game. Again, you guys are watching our second Final Four matchup. Tuesday Final Four matchup in NCAA Season 98. Enoch Valdez of the LPU Pirates continues to lead the way. 9 points here in the first quarter. And again, he's showing confidence dito sa Final Four stage.
Enoch is not only making baskets for LPU, Martin, but he's also playing defense. He blocked the earlier shot of Luis Sangalang, finishing off of that transition. But ang question dito na for LPU, after Enoch Valdez and after JM Bravo, who's gonna step up for the players of Coach Gilbert Malabanan?
9 points for Enoch Valdez today. An excellent shooting clip from the field. 3 rebounds and a rejection. Nabanggit nga kanina ni Coach Topex Robinson. And this could be, may possibility lang na ito na rin yung kanyang final NCAA game because he could, go to the pros after this season. Kasi kasama yan sa plano dito ni Enoch Valdez. Although, that's still not sure.
Again, if you're Enoch Valdez, you want to weigh in your decision because obviously making it to the finals will be a good leverage for you. Either staying for 1 more year or moving to the pros. But if you're gonna ask me again, you really have to be ready for that. And this is the best test to ask yourself, am I ready to jump into the profession?
Got a new face on the floor for LPU. King Denoya is in. Simon Peñafiel pumasok na rin kanina lamang. Here's Larupay. Lost it as he was trying to make his move. And he was heavily bothered by the defense of Sangalang, or Avilinar rather. Yeah.
Coach Gilbert Malabanan wasn't happy because he set up something for that play because it was his timeout that he used. Kaya nakita natin doon, Coach Gilbert stomping his feet. And again, not really happy. But these players of LPU, what's working for them is they're sticking to their zone defense.
Yeah.
So far, ang mantra nila dito, if they're not gonna kill us from the outside, we're gonna live and die playing them zone. Why? Because it's forcing a lot of tap balls. They keep the ball alive, an opportunity for them to run. So until the players of Coach Bonitan connects from the outside, that's the only time LPU will abandon that zone.
Yeah, another tap from Vincent Cunanan. And again, that's enabling them. As you mentioned, Coach Topex, at least potentially disrupt the flow of Letran's offense. At yung best case scenario para sa kanila dyan, nakakuha ng turnover. Rayson, Olivario for three. Too strong, rebound is tapped to Peñafiel. And LPU's off and running. Peñafiel, the deep finish, plus the foul.
What a way to finish that transition coming from Vincent Cunanan. The guards of LPU really being active in this ballgame. Martin not giving a chance for any white shirt to be in front of them. Kaya naman na-reward itong si Peñafiel with an N1 opportunity. And extending the lead to maybe 7 points or stick it with 6 or 5 or 6 right now with this free throw.
And Simon Peñafiel, he is a vital piece in this LPU system. His length, his activity, and his ability to run end-to-end. Importante para kay Coach Gilbert. The lead is 6. Fast break points, LPU. Yep. Ito yung kanilang identity in season 98. 9-zip when it comes to fast break points today. And that's why they have the lead.
Yeah, one of the reasons why LPU is in the Final Four is they're #1 in fast break points. Right now, Martin, their defense is helping their offense because they have guys like Omar Larupay, like Sean Umali, at ito si Enoch Valdez, making sure that they're gonna be the anchor of the offense coming from those defensive rebounds that they make.
And in rebounding as well, Coach Topex, they're a +9, 16-7, as you see here, assistant coach N.A. Tenorio. Officially ba?
Alam mo naman na, yan ang lucky charm ng Letran. Itong si
Boss
LA, si Boss LA, si Teniente.
Ayan, Barba, catch and shoot, no go. And the rebound goes to Caralipio. Letran.
Yeah, the first time itong LPU opting to go outside, unsuccessful with that attempt, but still managing to protect a 6-point lead.
Tommy Olivario now being hounded by Peñafiel. Olivario, Caralipio for three. No. Avilinar, offensive rebound. Avilinar bothered and rejected. Here comes Cunanan. Cunanan will wait, and he will set the table for the Pirates. Under a minute remaining in the first frame. Lob, Larupay, the catch. Larupay lost it. That's good defense from the rookie Rafael Go. Here's Tommy now. Leaving it for Avilinar. Avilinar moving closer, and Avilinar connects.
What a good read coming from Avilinar, making sure that they were able to connect from that perimeter shot because LPU right now, Martin, is denying any paint production for the Letran Knights.
That's right. And now, it's just a 4-point lead. Final shot time for LPU. Another cross-court pass. Cunanan too strong. And that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action. A stronger start for the lower-seeded team, the LPU Pirates. Up by 4, 17-13 against the mighty and the back-to-back defending champions, Letran Knights. We'll be back in the second quarter of this game.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is the good? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Apat na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
Dalawa sa kanila balak tapusin ang series sa Martes at ang other two gagawin nilang lahat para i-extend ang series.
Can they do it right here? Yes, they will!
We're back to the coverage. Our halftime performer. Yan po, extra special performance mula kay Miss Lian Valentin later on. The star of Apoy sa Langit and the Kapuso Network. All right. Entering the second quarter of this game. You guys are still watching the NCAA Season 98 live right now on GTV. Online everywhere, NCAA Philippines, on GMA Sports PH. You guys have Martin there alongside Coach Topics Robinson here in the broadcast, and our courtside reporters Stephanie Benito and Fatima Reyes right there as well, completing the crew. Early pressure from LPU to begin the second frame. So the game plan doesn't change, Coach Topex.
If it ain't broke, you're not gonna fix it if you're LPU. Because now, because of the zone Martin, LPU was able to produce 16 rebounds doon sa game na yun. And those rebounds will cost you a lot of opportunities on the fast break. And the players of Letran are still struggling from the outside. But it doesn't end there because you know that the defense of Letran will also produce them numbers.
Yeah. And speaking of Letran, Coach Topex, you know, what do they need to do here? They're only down by 4 despite, you know, a very shaky first quarter that they had, only down by 4 as Larupay puts that one in. So now they're down by 6. Anong kailangan gawin dito ng Letran?
You have to focus on making stops if you're Letran because right now, itong LPU is really having a heyday, not getting so much resistance because most of the points of LPU are coming from transition. Bihira lang yung score doon nila Rupay that is coming from the half-court set. But Letran has other plans in mind. Now, since they are zoning itong Letran, itong LPU, they're gonna pound it inside.
And they force a turnover. Caralipio finding Javelionar. Back-to-back hoops for Pau. And now the lead is just 2. As we go to LPU side, may update ditong hatid si Fatima Reyes. Fatima.
Tapatan ng mga veteranong kapitan, yan ang isa sa mga dapat nating abangan sa larong ito. Nakausap ko nga si Renzo Navarro at nabanggit niya sa akin na simula 2011 ay nagkakatapat na sila ni Fran Yu. At kung may memorable man nga daw na tapatan, ito na raw siguro iyon dahil isang spot sa finals ngayong final year nila ang nakataya. Ramdam ko nga rin ang magkahalong saya at lungkot kay Renzo Masaya dahil matatapos ang college career niya na nakapasok sila sa Final Four at hopefully ay mag-champion at malungkot dahil sobrang dami niyang mamimiss sa ligang ito. Bittersweet as this could be Renzo's last game, but from his words, sobrang sarap maglaro at manalo for LPU. This is not the end, Martin and Coach Topex.
Fatima, maraming salamat. But I'm sure in Enzo's mind, ang nasa isip niya, yung mga words ni Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. They're still here, they have a chance. Earlier, it was Kurt Orayson connecting with a triple from the corner. Now they force a turnover again. An erratic start for LPU to the second frame, Coach Topex.
Enoch Valdez wasn't reading and reacting because wala pa sa tamang position itong si Renzo Navarro to really get that pass. And sinasabi nga ni Renzo, wala ka namang nararamdamang pressure. Why not bring it down further that it's gonna be a safer pass?
And Letran now in the lead. What a start for them here. 7-2 run for Letran to begin the second frame. 7-0 in the last minute and a half. Olivario, Rayson. Wala. Valdez pulls it down. And here comes Anthony Navarro. Renzo running with it. Renzo will wait. Mali up top. Valdez the catch and shoot. A little bit too strong off the glass. Vinoya had it, but it was tapped outside by Javelionar. And now we go to, this gives us a chance to go to the Letran side with Stephanie Benito. Stephanie, go ahead.
Salamat, Martin. During the elimination first round, the Knights lost against the LPU Pirates and ended 1-1 during the elimination round. Kaya naman alam nila na hindi basta-basta ang makakalaban nila ngayon, which is why Brent Paraiso told me earlier that they will not take this game lightly since they know that their opponent is a run-and-gun team. Expect nothing from them but to play their A-game. At kung meron daw Demolition Brothers ang LPU Pirates, meron namang Sanggalang Paraiso tandem ang Letran Knights. Ang kanilang pagiging veterano daw ang isa sa mga susi ng kampionatong inaasam nila. And their advantage, as per Brent, experience. And this is what you can expect from them coming into this quarter. Balik sa inyo.
Stephanie, maraming salamat. Oh, definitely. They have the experience, the confidence, and that swag that has grown throughout these few years in the NCAA. Speaking of, here's a Villunar. Left it short. Caralipio lost it. And here comes Renz Villegas, the firecracker of the bench nitong LPU.
A lot of activities coming from the LPU defense right there. They were able to really stop that momentum, that little run that Letran Knights made. But you have to give credit sa depensa nitong Letran. And now, let's see kung anong adjustments si Coach Gilbert as we head on to this timeout.
Apat na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
Dalawa sa kanila balak tapusin ang series sa Martes. At ang other two, gagawin nilang lahat para i-extend ang series.
Can they do it right here? Yes, they will!
Benil versus Anbeda sa first game. Letran versus LPU sa second game. This is your NCAA Season 98 Final Four on GTV. Pusong Kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com.
Back to the broadcast. Final Four matchup featured on a Tuesday. Dito po sa NCAA Season 98. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok, mga kapuso. Ito yung tail of the tape natin. Statistical comparison between these two teams, number 3 and number 4 in terms of scoring. But LPU allowing the most points at the same time.
We were talking about it during the pregame discussion, Martin. If you're gonna sum it up, kasi ang daming numbers ito, we don't really want to talk about it, we want to summarize it. Yeah. Letran is more leaning on the defensive side, while ito namang LPU is on the offensive side. That's the reason why itong LPU is leaning, because they started well offensively. Yeah. While ito namang Letran, this is really a scary thing. We've talked about familiarity, familiar experience. Nandyan lang sila, Martin. Nagkaroon na ng chance na lumaki yung kalamangan nitong LPU during the latter stages of the first quarter. But Letran, with their shock troopers, Villunar was solid, Caralipio was solid, Rayson was solid. Ito ngayon na nakakatakot. Bumalik na yung main cog ni Coach Monita.
That's right. Now, you also feel, Coach Totex, that Letran has tightened the screws, especially defensively in the second quarter. Montaño nowhere to go, throws it away. Caralipio with a steal. And here comes Kobe Monje. Monje will take off. Couldn't finish though. But there was a foul. And this is going to be against Gael Montaño. So Kobe Monje will head to the free throw line for a couple of shots. And this was the action earlier. Coach Bonitan. Ito. Kobe Monje, probably their most athletic guy. Siya o kaya si Kevin Santos lang yon. But Kobe Monje is definitely up there for Letran.
The advantage of Kobe Monje right now is he has an outside shooting and he could finish strong in the basket. But Letran giving LPU a dose of its own medicine, playing zone. You mentioned earlier that the points of LPU are all coming from the inside. Kasi Letran was playing man-to-man. Now, they saw the problem. The coaches of Letran was there. You see Teniente and Tenorio. I'm sure that's one thing that they discussed. We have to force LPU to shoot outside shots.
And at the 6-minute mark, we have our first deadlock of the game at 22 apiece. Ow! Umali is rejected by Monje. Here comes you. Sanggalang. No way, no. But there was a whistle. That's going to be a personal against Sean Umali, and Sanggalang will take 2.
The tides has turned, favoring the Letran Knights. Now making it hard for the players of Coach Gilbert Malabanan to score from the inside. Now that you're struggling from the inside, what will you do? You still want to focus on defense. Hindi mo pwedeng labanan ang skora nitong Letran because malakas ang firepower ng Letran Knights.
Luis Sangalang missing on the first free throw. But that was your first point sa topics natin, read and react.
Yeah, yeah, because if the inside is not working anymore, what will you do?
Yeah.
You will connect from the outside. Letran will make sure it's not going to be possible.
Yeah.
So anong key mo? The key for the first quarter for LPU, their defense was helping their offense. Hindi yun half-court umi-score itong LPU. Those are coming from stops that the players of Coach Gilbert Malabanan made.
Here's Enzo Navarro. Navarro to the open Villegas. Missing from the corner, and Caralipio comes away with it. King handles. Caralipio stops on it and feeding Monje. Monje finding Sangalang, who gets the bounce.
Interior passing, working well for the Letran Knights. That transition came from a good defensive stop, forcing itong LPU to shoot outside shots. And those shots are being challenged by the players of Coach Bonitan, just like what we are seeing right now. LPU wants to get that hero ball. What are those hero balls? Those easy shots. What is an easy shot? It's an outside shot, but that's the lowest percentage shots in the ball game.
That's right. Kyle Montaño missing another one for LPU. Miscommunication between Paraiso and Kobe Monje, resulting to a Letran turnover. LPU today, they're 2 out of 7 from long distance. And most attempts nanggaling dito sa ating second quarter because of that shift in the defensive scheme mula dito sa mga Letranista. Now it's Macbadanya. He's back in the game. Valdez also in, has been silent here in the second. Guadagna against Paraiso. Mac driving baseline. Guadagna lost it. And that was what an effort defensively from Brent Paraiso right there to disrupt Guadagna's flow.
The problem with that play, Martin, is when the moment Maclod Guadagna was able to get that basketball, lahat ng mga nakapula nakatayo at pinapanood itong si Maclod Guadagna. That's why that gave the defense of Letran just to make sure that they're gonna build the wall that Maclod Guadagna is not gonna go through.
And you mentioned on the top of the coverage, Coach Topex, that LPU is #1 in terms of forcing turnovers against their opponents. Right now, they have more, 8-3 against Letran. Letran taking care of the ball very well here in the first half. Sangalang wala pa rin. Got his own miss. Louis puts it up. Oh, it bounces out. That's a basket interference. Yeah, hanging on the rim was Kobe Monje. Eto yun, oh. Sangalang the first attempt.
Oh, okay. We thought it was Matt Bravo hanging onto the rim, but it turned out to be Kobe Monje. But talking about your topic earlier, Martin, itong LPU already with 8 turnovers, 3 in this quarter. The problem with this is meron ka pang 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play. So pwede pa yung madagdagan. At ngayon, ang kalamangan nasa nakapunan na ngayon ng Letran Knights.
There's Enzo Navarro. Ball pressure being applied by the defending champs. It is Enzo Navarro handling it. Their floor general and graduating point guard, also the leading assist man in the league. Here's Enoch Valdez. He surveys. Guadagna on the curl, really wanting that ball. Mac sends it out. Enoch leans in. Oh, Valdez wala. Got his own miss, but lost it. And that's a shot block violation on LPU. So turnover #9 for the Pirates.
Those turnovers of LPU is giving credit to the defense of the Letran Knights. In the backcourt, they are pressuring, jamming the inbounder, making it hard for Renzo Navarro to set the play. Before they were able to set the play, Martin, it's gonna take them about 5 to 6 seconds. Kaya ang play nito ni Coach Gilbert is kailangan maraming action eh. Kaya naman napipigilan ito ng Letran with their solid perimeter defense.
Racing off the handoff. Louis down the middle. Looper goes in for Sangalang.
Time and time again, the attack of Louis Sangalang, the beneficiary of the smart play coming from the guards of the Letran Knights.
A beautiful setup as well from Rayson. Umali carving space. Oh, tapped away and stolen by Paraiso. Brent is on the move. Oh, lost it. Guadagna, the spin. Eluding defenders right here. Valdez for three. Too strong. And the rebound is stopped around. Valdez has it. And ball staying with LPU with 13 on their clock.
Those are solid plays coming from both of these teams. Hugo, the hero for them, wasn't able to connect. Brent Paraiso turned the ball over on that supposed to be easy layup, while ito namang LPU, the interior defense of Letran is really making it miserable. The problem with the players of LPU, the moment they bite the paint, they're gonna commit a lot of defenders. The problem with that, Martin, hindi pa rin nila pinapasa ang bola. Kaya naman ang daming deflections that is leading to the transition offense of the team ni Coach Bonitan.
Here's a quick stat from our Sultan of Stats, Pong Gobanes. LPU has more turnovers this quarter than points. 6-5 para dito sa LPU Pirates. Offense has been dry and it continues right there with the air ball from Enzo Navarro. A timeout called by the Knights.
Look on YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a halftime performer today, Miss Lian Valentin, will be performing for us later at Center Court in a few minutes. So abangan niyo po yung kanyang performance, Puso star Lian Valentin. A sea of blue, dark blue, and white right here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center. A usual crowd. Pero nandito din ang sea of red ng LPU. Ball is with Letran. They have a chance to extend this lead. Franyu handles. Hindi masyado nagpaparamdam si Franyu. At least offensively, hindi pa. Minus the first basket he had earlier in the first quarter. Grayson. Aryar. Yu. Bouncing it in. Aryar the spin. Ball was tapped outside. 3 seconds to shoot for Letran.
That was a good defensive stop coming from the players of LPU, making sure hindi madali ang magiging opensa nitong Letran Knights. But with 3 seconds, look at Franyu looking that shot. Now, after stop, LPU running in the races.
Navarro, no good. He was up against a much taller Louis Sangalang right there. So it results to a miss for the Pirates. Grayson sends it back out. Here's Franyu. Aryar providing the screen. They go back to Fran. Grayson pulls the trigger. Airmails that one. So LPU will get another chance. And Louis Sangalang in this game, his activity, relentless activity on both ends. He's got 7 points alongside 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block on 3 of 8 shooting.
That's the reason why Coach Bonitan was signaling he'll play his players to attack the basket. You cannot settle for an outside shot. Why? Because Louis Sangalang has been successful attacking the basket.
Guadagna, slithers his way in. Layup goes for Mac Guadagna.
Mac Guadagna reading the defense well. He knows that Letran will not give him other than 3. Yeah. He knows that the defense is going to be all over him. That's why he was smart enough to attack and finish strong on the right-hand layup.
Grayson, too strong on the triple try. And Larupay secures. LPU knocking on the door, looking to pick up their scoring. Bravo! No, there was a foul. It's going to be on Kent Aryar. So 2 free throws for JM Bravo. who continues to be LPU's leading scorer today with 4 points.
Letran falling in love with those outside shots. Kanina pa nagsisenya si Coach Bonnie. That's why he took out itong si Rayson because twice that Rayson has the ball, he opted to go and take that outside shot. That's going to be a long shot and that's going to be a long rebound. That's why it's igniting the transition offense of LPU, which was working for them in the first half. That's why they were able to establish that 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
Yun nga lang, ito kailangan nila maka-convert mula sa free throw line. And JM Bravo is gonna be tested right here. 60.7% free throw shooter in the elimination round. Missing 2 right there. Ariar securing the board and he is being trapped right here. Letran easily breaking that press. Oh, what a dish! Caralipio going down the middle.
That's exactly what Coach Bonitan was talking about, making sure to go high percentage. Enoch Valles has other plans in mind, finishing strong after that basket from the Letran Knights.
The quick counter for LPU. Sanggalang off a fantastic dish earlier. Here comes Brent Paraiso. Brent against Valdez. Crossover, drive. Oh, rejected by Bravo.
The interior defense of LPU making wonders for them as we look at this replay from the veteran players of Coach Louie, Coach Bonitan. Itong si Caralipio really making sure that he's gonna be solid while ito namang si Matt Bravo having another block coming from that shot.
And Franyu will be fouled by Enzo Navarro. And Enzo picks up number 2. So Franyu will head to the free throw line for a couple of shots. And Franyu, as we mentioned earlier, actually opened the scoring for the Knights with a 3-pointer, but since then hasn't scored for them. 3 points and only a board for Franyu. But he is their leading scorer in the season, 11.5 points per game for Franyu, missing on the first.
Whether Franyu is struggling offensively will not be a reason for Coach Bonitan to sit him on the bench. Why? Because no matter what, Martin, he's still gonna be a threat. He might not be scoring, but you make sure he's gonna get the players in the right frame of mind.
I correct myself, 11.3 points per game, and he goes 1 out of 2. So the lead is 4 for the Knights. Under a minute remaining in the second quarter. Scoring has slowed down drastically here in the second frame. No look pass. Larumpa in the baseline jumper. Too strong. Valdez collecting. One more time. Wala pa rin. Bravo! Yes! And the foul for JM Bravo.
No rebounds, no rings. That's what LPU is doing right now, making sure that they're gonna have extra possession. That's the way to battle it inside. Itong si Matt Bravo and Enoch Valdez, making sure that they're gonna get extra possessions. And now, it's already the momentum shifting para sa koponan ng LPU.
And LPU today, JM Bravo connecting on that putback is a +7 in rebounding. Second quarter offensive rebounding natin, advantage ng LPU 7-6. In large reason why they're able to still keep it close. You know, despite the dry spell, the major dry spell dito sa ating second quarter. And no shot time for Letran. Ball in the hands of Paraiso, over to Franyu. 4 seconds, you to the corner, Caralipio. Looper will not drop. And that's how we will end the first 20 minutes of action here inside the Paloil Ecoil Center. It is the Letran Knights, the defending champions, back and regaining their form. A 17-11 quarter for the Knights to take the 2-point lead at the half. It's going to be Lian Valentin and her performance in a bit. Afterwards, our prep squads will also be taking center court and some numbers for you guys during a halftime stats and analysis. Mga kapuso, huwag kayong alis. Magbabalik ang NCAA Season 98.
What is up mga ka-NCAA? Nandito tayo ngayon sa dugout ng Letran Knights kung saan nagaganap ang kanilang mga preparasyon. Kaya naman halina't halukayin natin ang kanilang mga emosyon. So paano? Tara! So nandito tayo ngayon, papasok tayo ngayon sa dugout ng Letran Knights at nakikita natin kung paano sila mag-prepare. So, ayan, nakikita natin sa kanila. So at this point, interview natin dito si Pau. Andito si Pau. Wala bang cheer dyan for Pau? Pau, kumusta ka coming to this game?
Okay naman po and ready na for this game.
Ano yan?
Nire-release ko lang yung tight muscles ko so pagdating sa game, ready na.
Meron ka bang, syempre di ba nandito tayo sa game ngayon, meron ka bang inspirasyon?
Meron. Inspirasyon ko yung point guard namin, si Tommy Elobarrio. Siya yung nagmo-motivate sa akin every game, every practice. Siyempre, sinasabihan niya ako anong dapat gawin ko sa court.
Kunwari nandyan si Tommy ngayon sa harap mo, siya yung camera. Ano yung cheesiest message mo para sa kanya?
Idol, pasahan mo ko mamaya, idol ha.
Naniniwala ka ba na sa'yo nag-message si Pao kasi pogi ka?
Medyo ako, yung dadalawang isip ako kay Paolo.
Pero ikaw, natanong natin siya kanina kung sinong inspirasyon niya. Ikaw ba? Meron kang inspirasyon?
Inspirasyon ko yung Luis Anggalang kasi sobrang angas sa court nun.
Tingin mo si Louie makakailang puntos for today's video?
Siguro mga 30 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists.
Ay, grabe, ang dami nun ha. Meron ka pang message para sa kanya?
Louie Boy, galingan mo mamaya para may tayo bonus.
Siyempre meron tayong mga baon sa mga bags natin every time pupunta tayo dito. Ano yung pinaka-paborito mong dala mo sa bag mo?
Walang laman yung bag ko eh.
Meron kang ilalabas sa bag mo ngayon kahit walang laman yan. Feeling ko naman may laman yan. Hindi naman basta-basta bag lang yan, di ba guys? Ano yon? Ano yon? Pakitaan mo kami.
Wale! Extra brief.
Sa mga teammates mo ngayon, sino yung palaging inaasar?
Ako. Ako.
Ano yung pangasar sa'yo?
Choco na bata.
Pero dito sa mga teammates mo, syempre, inaasar ka nila. Sino yung pinaka gusto mong press backan, kumbaga?
Si Boss Fran ako, di ba?
Ano yung pang-asar mo para sa kanya?
Boss, wag ka nang magpaagaw ng bola sa akin.
Huwag magpapaagaw ng bola. Malupit yun, ha? Tingin mo ikaw, bro, makakailang puntos ka for this game?
Ano lang, 2 points.
2 points lang kaya mong ipangako ngayon?
Hindi, siguro mga 2 digits.
Louie, kung meron kang syempre, dumana tayo sa maraming games, di ba? Sa lahat ng teams, okay? Kung merong isang player na hahamunin mo na one-on-one kayo basketball, sino yon? Sa kahit anong teams, ha?
Si Omega. Par, lagi kang mag-iingat. Good luck sa mga laro nyo. I miss you.
Kaya naman mga ka-NCAA, nakita nyo kung paano mag-prepare ang ating mga Letran Knights sa loob ng kanilang dugout. Hindi lang sila basta seryoso, di ba? May mga kakulitan din sila na tinatago. Ako po si Lance Santiago, and this is Game On! Dito na ang pinakamahalagang tanong na susubok sa pakikipagtalastasan ng ating mga atletang Pilipino. Siyempre, joke lang yun. May gusto ka bang malaman? Ask mo! Nakashoot ka na ba ng corner 3?
Siyempre, nakashoot na.
Pag nasa confrontation corner ka, kunwari, nandyan yung girlfriend mo, tapos tinanong, sino yung kasama mong ibang babae nung isang araw? Nakita ko kayo. Paano ka lulusot doon?
Love, kaklase ko lang nung high school yan.
Oh, ang ganda ng sagot pero parang hindi yata maganda yung sitwasyon, di ba? Ayaw nating mapunta sa ganong sitwasyon, tama?
Tama.
Anong size ng sapatos mo?
Size 12 po. 13, size 13.
Yung game shoes ko, 14.
Yung hindi game shoes?
13, 12 ka.
Ito, fill in the blanks tayo, ha? Pag malaki ang paa, malaki din ang...
Kamay.
Kamay, syempre, sumalo ng...
Bola.
Yun! Pag malaki daw ang sapatos, malaki din ang...
Puso.
Yun! Malaki ang puso, di ba? Pag malaki yung sapatos, malaki din ang...
Yung pagmamahal sa kapwa.
Yun! Sino kaya ang may mas malaking chance manalo? Yung isang taon nagpa-practice ng offense o yung isang taon nagpa-practice ng defense?
Siyempre, isang taon na nagpa-practice ng defense kasi para sa akin, darating din naman yung offense kapag nagdi-defense tayo.
Ito, nabanggit mo din, darating at darating din naman. Dumating na ba?
Dumating na.
Yun, dumating na. Masaya ka ba?
Masayang masaya.
Gaano kasaya?
Sobrang saya.
Anong mas masaya? Yung kapag nalaman mong dumating na yung the one mo o yung nanalo kayo ng championship? Pipili ka lang ng isa.
Siyempre yung championship.
Siyempre, career muna. Okay. So ito na pala yung huling pagkikita nyo nung the one mo. Last shot. Diba? Lamang ng 1 point ang kalaban. Ikaw kunwari yung coach. Sino ang papapasukin mo? Si Jordan, Kobe o si LeBron?
Mas gusto ko maglaro ng clutch si...
Akala ko NCAA cheerleading competition eh. You witness a performance of the Letran cheering squad. After kanina, si Lian Valentin po ang nag-perform para sa ating lahat. At the half, it is the defending champions leading it by a basket, 30-28. Martin Javier alongside Coach Topix Robinson here in the broadcast, and some numbers for you guys at the break.
Just like what you mentioned, Martin, halftime stats, pretty much medyo deceiving to Martin because itong ang LPU, they really are doing well. Maybe that's one of the reasons that it's kind of close at this part of the ball game because so far, LPU is doing most of the things that we prepared for right. While ito namang Letran is really in a scary position because you know that this veteran team could really light it up anytime in this ball game.
Again, Letran turning it up in that second quarter, outscoring LPU 17-11, and that's why they have the lead 30-28, and that's after their slow start to this basketball game because LPU led it by as many as 7 points in the first quarter before Letran started to chip away. And so far, this is very interesting for me, Coach Topex, before we turn you over to the performance here of the LPU band. So far, it's been Letran with more fast break points and more points of turnovers in this game. Panoorin natin ang LPU drum squad. Ayan po yung LPU drum squad natin. And some highlights for you guys. Leading scorer or leading scorers in the game so far for the Knights. Leading the way is Luis Sangalang with 7 points. Following is Javilinar with 6, and that's coming off the bench. On the other side, for LPU, Enoch Valdez continues to lead the way. Only guy at double figures in this game with 11 points. 9 coming in the first quarter para sa kanya kasi medyo tahimik siya ng ating second frame. Following him is J.M. Bravo with 6.
Those are solid numbers coming from the two players of the LPU Pirates. Katama kasi sinabi nito Martin, nung nawala itong si Enoch Valdez, tumulong or sabay pinagtulungan itong dalawang malalaro na si Enoch Valdez at si J.M. Bravo. Followed by Matt Godanya on the other side. You've mentioned it earlier, the veterans of Coach Bonitan leading the way. Luis Sangalang with 11, Javilinar with 6, and Rayson currently with 3 points.
All right, so on your screens right now, baliktad po yan. It's Enoch Valdez with 11 points, Luis Sangalang with 7 points.
Oh, okay.
6 and 6 for Javilinar and Bravo, and 5 points already for Kurt Rayson, while only 3 for Maclod Guadagna. The score right now is 30-28, and we are expecting an exciting finish ahead. All right, let's go first to the coach top picks. Tignan natin, isang check lang, dalawang X para dito sa Letran.
Don't be deceived by those X, Martin. Familiar territory. That's the reason why itong Letran was able to weather that storm that LPU brought to them. Kasi nga naman, the experience will always gonna be an advantage for them. Expect the press, they know that, but ang difference dito, Martin, the pressure defense is not coming from the backcourt. It's coming from the paint. Because itong Letran is shooting 12 of 39. So that's only a 30% total field goals. Unlikely of a Letran Knight. Kaya naman sinasabi natin, yun na nga yung experience. But talking about itong LPU Pirates, nung nagpalit din ng depensa itong Letran, nag-struggle. That's why we were saying they were not reading and reacting to what Letran is doing to them defensively. Keeping it close. Obviously, now with only a 1-possession lead coming into the third quarter para sa koponan ng LPU. No hero balls so far. Itong mga manlalaro ng LPU is really making sure that they are spreading the ball. Enoch Valdez with 11, J.M. Bravo with 6, Maclod, at itong si Peña Flel, both with 3 points. So maganda yung combination, yung spread ng scoring sa koponan ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan.
All right, we are about to get into the third quarter of this game. This is the final four in the NCAA season 98. Martin Javier alongside Coach Topex Robinson taking care of number 2 versus number 3. The battle of Intramuros between Letran and LPU. And at courtside, we got Stephanie Benito and Fatima Reyes joining us as well. Second half action about to begin for LPU. It's Ato Barba getting a start. On the other side, Pau Javilinar will make his way to the starting unit here of Coach Bonitan. So it's not Kent Ariar anymore, starting for Letran. So first crack at the basket for LPU. Ito, referee Mike Tolentino and Toti Celeste. The duo talking to Coach Bonitan. Again, LPU with 10 turnovers in the game. And that's been, the major hiccup for LPU so far. For Letran, they're doing so good despite the struggles early on. Again, able to recover in a snap and take over in this game. And Fran Yu forcing the turnover on Enzo Navarro.
Turnover starting the quarter for the team of LPU Pirates. Itong Letran, they were late coming into the dugout. I'm sure there's a lot of things that the coaching staff of Letran was able to address, and I'm sure right now that's one thing that they're gonna work on.
And Fran Yu uncorks and connects on a triple. So he started the first half with a triple. Now he's starting the second half with a triple for Letran.
We were talking about the 3 points of the first half para dito kay Fran Yu, which is gonna be a scary number, Martin.
Yeah.
Because we know anytime Fran Yu will really be attacking in the basket. What's good about that, Martin, it was a play inside out. Caralipio was able to attract the defense that led to that brand new open three.
And Guadagna unable to counter on the other side. A 5-point lead. Letran out-assisting LPU here. Paraiso misses. And rebound is collected by Guadagna. Here comes Navarro. Lost it momentarily. Back outside to Mac. McLeod using that Bravo screen. McLeod still has it. He spins away. And Guadagna will escape everything but the basket though. Barba. He goes back to his best friend Guadagna. Navarro forcing the three. Rebound ending up with Caralipio. And now Letran. A chance to score once again. Over to Brent. Cross-court pass. Caralipio for three. Come home! 2 triples to begin the second half for the Letran Knights. We go first to LPU's dugout. Ano kayang nangyari dyan? Nandito si Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Hingang malalim, first half pa lang yun. Yan nga ang naging bunga ni Coach Gilbert, malabanan sa loob ng dugout. 3 bagay nga ang binagyang diin ni Coach Gilbert. Free throws, turnovers at extra passes. Kung gusto daw nilang gumanda ang laro nila sa second half, ito raw ang mga bagay na hindi dapat nila pabayaan. Alam nyo, strength nga raw ng Pirates ang takbuhan, kaya wag na raw muna nila isipin ang pagod. Isang hiling nga lang din ang binanggit ni Coach Gilbert at sana raw ay magsabay-sabay ang magandang laro nila at naniniwala si Coach Gilbert na lalabas na iyon ngayong second half. Huling paalala nga na malalaki ang Letran Knights pero huwag silang matakot at laban lang. Martin and Coach Lopez.
Fatima, while you were reporting to us kung anong instruction si Coach Gilbert, nakikita natin kung paano nila sinusunod yan. Back-to-back baskets for LPU. Here's Caralipio. Releases again. Wala. Renzo Navarro. Guadagna. Transition 3. Got it! It is a 7-0 run unleashed by the Pirates.
LPU Pirates was able to make sure that the first possession turnover is not going to happen again. They kind of clamped down on their defense, forcing itong Letran to shoot outside shots and igniting their transition.
Another miss from downtown for Brent Paraiso. And handed a cookie jar foul para dito kay Enzo Navarro. Here's that execution earlier. Fatima was talking about extra passes. That was an extra pass going to Sean Umali, and then on the break, at his best, John Barba and Mac Guadagna, a layup and a triple respectively.
The problem right now for LPU, their veteran guard, Renzo Navarro, already settled or saddled with 3 personal fouls. That's gonna be a big problem for you because you need that veteran leadership. Kasi nga naman, siya talaga yung focal point ng opensa ng LPU Pirates.
And for Letran Knights, Luis Sangalang calmly sinks the first free throw. So 37-35, Vince Cunanan is forced to enter early in the third quarter for Coach Gilbert Malabanan. The second-year point guard mula sa kanyang juniors program. There's Ato Barba against Caralipio now. Ato. Oh, escapes. Sending it out. Guadagna attacks. Oh, he lost it on the way. So that's another LPU turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers. Hard thing for LPU. Really making a lot harder for LPU to execute. You have to give credit to the defense that the Letran Knights has been putting up at the start of the third quarter.
And you immediately felt the absence of Enzo Navarro right there. You calling the shots, looking for Sangalang at the post. Louis backing down, cross-court pass. You will penetrate, floating it up. Airmail, saved by Javier Leonard, sails out. So LPU will have the basketball in the next sequence as we go to Letran side. Eto naman, may hatid na balita si Stephanie Benito.
During the dugout kanina, Martin and Coach Topex, though Coach Bonitan remains displeased sa pinakitang play ng Letran Knights during the first half. He did not forget to commend the team in giving out their best defensively during the first half. Pero ang napapansin ni Coach Bonnie on the offensive side, doon daw nawawala ang aggressiveness ng Knights. Kaya naman for this quarter, the coaching staff advised the team to put pressure on their opponent at huwag daw magmadali, take one shot at a time. Sabi nga ni Coach Bonnie, depensa lang tayo guys at atin ito. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Kanina, early minutes natin, napansin natin yung pagbitaw ng konti netong Letran pagdating sa depensa. Now, they are trying to tighten the screws, tighten the screws rather once again. They still have the 3-point lead. Let's go to a quick break.
And after a shaky start, nagsunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Intact pa rin naman ang kanilang championship core led by Mr. Fantastic Fran Yu. Kaya kung sinong makakatapat nila, they better bring their A-game. 3P time na ba para sa Letran Knights? This is your NCAA Season 98 Final 4. November 29 na. Final 4 na.
Guadagna for the lead. Ako ng LPU. Here's the Swarm and Barba with a deuce.
Sila ang surprise package ng torneo. Walang nag-akala na silang mag-advance sa next round. With nothing to lose and everything to gain. Huwag magulat na from underdogs, maging top dogs sila. Handa na ba kayo?
You guys just saw our second mammoth crowd today. First game natin, a sea of green and red. Second game, it's a sea of blue and red. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng pumunta dito, sumali sa atin, mga taga-suporta. And mula sa Intramuros, mula sa Moralia, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, at syempre sa Lyceum of the Philippines University.
Talking about support, talking about Letran, we want to greet Francis Arabit, who's been a veteran of the Letran Knights back in the days. At ito namang kaibigan natin from LA, si Reynaldo Chuidian. Happy watching. Alam naman natin na ito yung part na ng season natin, Martin. It's really been exciting.
Right. Kasama ko na, Direct GB San Pedro nanonood ngayon. Drop off, missed by Havillonar. And here's Fran Yu. Back outside to him. Yu, stopping and connecting on the jumper.
A lot of veterans, smart in leadership, not only coming from Fran Yu, but also include Havillonar in that frame. Even Calaricchio really making sure walang masyadong wasted opportunity para sa koponan ng Letran. We were talking about it, Martin, kanina. Who's favoring this low-scoring ball game? I would say it's gonna be the Letran Knights.
But Guadagna says otherwise. He wants to turn up the pace and the scoring, knocking down his second triple in this third frame.
If you're talking about the LPU Pirates, in order for them to have a better opportunity in score game, they have to turn up the defense. So far, the start of the third, nawala yung activity nitong Letran, itong LPU as we look at the veterans of the Letran Knights, talking about Allen Nina.
Yeah.
Isa sa mga hero ng koponan ng Letran during their back-to-back.
Oh, ito ba? Ito, first of the back-to-back. The big boy!
Bakit nandito yan?
Larry Muyang! Ayun o.
Hindi ka na ano ha?
Hindi sinama ng coach.
Hindi ko invite.
Drop off pass. Sanggalang to Havillonar. So those two were the backups of Larry Muyang when Muyang was in the fold for Letran.
It's nice to see the former players of both of these teams. We saw kanina yung kambal nandito. Mike Harris here. MJ Ayay is here.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Santos is also here supporting itong kanilang Letran Knights at itong kanilang LPU Pirates.
Ito si Gio Ambohot. Ito, parte rin ng maraming championships ng Letran. Part of the back-to-back as well. You know, graduating last season with a championship and was named the finals MVP. King Binoya at the free throw line. Binanggit mo na mga nandito, Coach Topex. Sana hagip natin yan. Mike Harry, si Marcelino Twins, JV and JC, Jeffrey Santos nandito din. We know Jeffrey Santos as a shooter. Jeric Balanza also here. Another former Knight in attendance. Miss on the second. Guadagna, the follow-up. Doesn't work. 42-39. Brand new. Yu, a couple of years ago, made his name on this similar stage. Sanggalang, bothered. But that's gonna be a foul on King Binoya.
Talking about the veteran smarts nitong si Fran Yu. When he saw the switch, he didn't stop his basketball. That's forcing itong si Sean Umali na lumabas. Kaya naman nagkaroon ng switch doon sa play na yon because the players of Coach Bonitan was able to recognize that advantage.
Kasi hindi niya pwedeng iwanan si Fran Yu. So Luis Sanggalang to the free throw line. Today, he is 3 out of 4. He's got 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. A little bit of everything. A well-rounded performance so far for Louis. That time missing on the first. Also one of the top rebounders in the league and second in blocks. Ang nangunguna po yung counterpart niya sa kabila na si Sean Umali. Out of 2 right there. But Letran gets the offensive rebound. And this is something LPU cannot afford. Valdez pokes it away. Stolen. And here's Greg Cunanan. Enoch jabbing at the baseline. He's been silent here in the second half. Umali. Peñafiel, Vinoya providing the screen. Enoch stopping, stepping back, and nailing the jumper.
Earlier at that part of the play, Martin, Enoch was hesitating to shoot the 3. Smart decision coming from him because the defense was set up. The moment there's another opportunity, he's gonna make sure he's not gonna pass on that.
Oh, in and out for Brent Paraiso. Hasn't found the touch today. You're right, Coach Topex. Mas komportable sa ganung tira si Enoch Valdez. Ooh! An unforced turnover on LPU. 8-second violation.
That was a wasted opportunity for LPU. You have an opportunity to not only take the lead but also take that momentum, and that's an unforced turnover, Martin.
And your good friend, Coach Gilbert Malabanan, napatanggal ng mask in frustration.
Because again, you don't want to look back at this game that you only lost by 1 possession, Martin, because you will go back to that play. That's gonna be the problem.
That's right.
That you wanna make sure hindi aabot sa sitwasyon na yun. You have to go to the next play. Vincent Cunanan picking it up, making sure it's gonna be an opportunity, but wasted opportunity for LPU.
And here comes Letran. Side steps. Mentes para kay Paraiso. Tip in for Kobe Monje. And the lead has been restored. 44-41 for the Knights.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs, Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to...
Hey, welcome you back to the broadcast. This is NCAA Season 98 live on GTV. And again, I see a Fred and Bluda supporters from both teams providing the energy and the sixth-man support. Gate attendance today is 7,285 strong. That's a combined crowd already of the first and second game because we are running split tickets today. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumali sa atin dito sa PhilOil Eco Oil Center. A historic day for the NCAA. Meantime, back to the action. Omar Larupay gets fouled by Luis Sangalang.
LPU Pirates was able to dodge a bullet on that play as we look at Coach Monitan giving reminders to NJ Monje as we see this finish off a miss. Monje keeping that basketball alive. We were talking about him, Martin, kanina. Why is he starting? Because of the intangibles that he could do in this ballgame.
I think in the preseason, Coach Topex, you know, when we saw his name in the lineup of Letran, he was being pegged as the Renz Abando replacement.
Well, again, Renz Abando will always be Renz Abando, and I think his name will always be etched in not only in the NCAA but in Philippine basketball because he's making a name for himself. And again, the product The recruitment of Letran has been really solid. Not only in this year, but through the ages. Ang dami nang na-produce ng mga superstars nitong Letran Knights.
That's right.
With a rich basketball tradition.
Papatuloy nga yan dito sa NCAA season 98. In the meantime, it's a one-point game, 44-43. Omar Larupay taking care of his free throws. You saw earlier, Coach Bonnie Tan. So LPU doing a much better job here in the second half. Olivario sending it to Rayson. Rayson fakes. Rayson. Oh, that's tremendous defense played by Greg Cunanan.
You could see the defense of LPU then making it hard for the players of the Letran Knights to even see the rim.
Yeah.
Kaya naman that was a good defense coming from Vincent Cunanan. As we see again, Coach Bonitan reminding his players to make sure that they will be able to execute well from the offense because, again, ang dami ng turnovers, not only of LPU here, Martin, but also Letran.
And Coach Bonitan digging deep into his bench and putting in Neil Andre Guarino. Rayson is bothered. Olivario has the open look, and Olivario knocks it down.
The veteran guards of Letran Knights bailing them out. Rayson connecting to Olivario. Olivario connecting from the three.
47-43. The answers have been there for the Knights. King Benoya. They go to Enoch Valdez. He's got the youngster Guarino on him. Face-up jumper is too strong. Parehong nasa labas na, si Rayson at saka si Monje.
We don't see any rebounders on the red shirt as we see this replay. Rayson being double-teamed. Etong si Olivario connecting, a veteran guard for the Letran Knights.
This is Olivario, part of the championship from way back season 91. Larupay! No. Ball is tapped. It is recovered by Omar. Cunanan for three. That's too strong, and Larupay comes up with another offensive board.
The Demolition Brothers, Omar Larupay, at itong si Enoch Valdez providing and keeping that possession alive for the LPU Pirates. Parang ito naman si Peñafiel missing on that easy basket.
Well, that was a good drive by Simon Peñafiel. Instead, Letran will get a chance to extend their lead. Three-point shooting this quarter. This quarter alone, 50% shooting for Letran. In the first half, we struggled 2 out of 15. Make that 4 out of 7. Tommy Olivario with another triple down.
What a way to connect back-to-back threes for Tom Olivario, being the focal point of the offense for the Letran Knights. Ang maganda dito, Martin, Franyu is fresh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big problem for the LPU Pirates down the stretch.
Vinoya recovers but lost it out of bounds. And you get that feeling that LPU is starting to let go of the rope. Tommy Olivario this time from the top of the key, knocking it down from deep.
Familiar experience coming from the veteran guards of Coach Bonitan, making sure that they're gonna make the LPU defense pay for doubling and committing those silly calls on defense.
So LPU now will apply this backward press, Coach Topex, in hopes that they can force a turnover. But it is Rayson bringing it across for the Knights. Kurt against Mac. Tommy Olivario, guy who has nailed 2 3-pointers here in the third. Ball is tapped. Quickly ahead to Guadagna. The lob to Enoch Valdez, and the alley-oop in transition completed.
Their defense is helping their top offense, talking about LPU, making sure that they will score at the end of the third quarter.
Oh, LPU dodging a bullet, dodging 2 bullets right there, as Letran unable to capitalize on a couple of open shots. Enoch Valdez is down, got hit on his way down when he was getting the rebound and defending Kobe Monje. So 50-45 is the tally. We've got an exciting final chapter to write ahead here in the coverage. The NCAA Season 98 will be back after this.
easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe?
Welcome back to the coverage, mga kapuso. You guys are watching the Final Four of the NCAA Season 98 on GTV. My name is Martin Javier alongside Coach Topics Robinson here in the broadcast, and entering the fourth and final chapter of this game. It is the defending champions with a 5-point lead. Again, their mission this year is to go for a three-peat, a third straight finals appearance. Oh, the Marcelino twins are here. JC and JV. Still couldn't tell them apart after all these years. Ayan po sila kasama. I think Jeffrey Santos is also there right beside them. And Tosi Tansinko. Yeah, that's Tosi Tansinko wearing black. Oh. So 50 to 45, mga former LPU players ni Coach Topex Robinson. And this is Mike Harry Zuzu. You know, I loved covering this guy when he was here in the NCAA, responsible of many high-flying dunks. Ulaan natin. Nakita natin JC at JV kanina. Sino doon si JC at saka si JV? Sabi mo, nasa kaliwa, nasa kanan.
Ang ginagawa ko doon, Martin, tinatawag ko na lang eh. Kung sino yung titingin kasi you cannot really tell them apart. Actually, yun yung problema eh. That's why ang ginagawa ko palagi. Tatawagin ko na lang.
Nasitsatan mo na.
Kasi hirap talaga i-separate eh. But it's really nice to see those players supporting yung mga kanilang bunsong kapatid. Not only talking about the LPU Pirates, but also talking about the Letran Knights. This is what college basketball is all about.
That's right. And you saw earlier the quarters scoring, second and third quarters belonging to Letran. A slight edge in both, enabling them to take a 5-point lead as we begin the final quarter of this game. Payoff period time. In your final four, Javier Leonard, pump fake shot. Oh, it rolls out. And Kobe Monhe is called for an early foul in the fourth quarter.
Sayang yung opportunity na yun para sa koponan ng Letran Knights. A well-executed play to start the fourth quarter para sa koponan ni Coach Monita.
And here's Guy Montaño, the rookie out of Cebu. A lengthy player para kay Coach Gilbert. Montaño. Kunanan up top. We're still not seeing Enzo Navarro with the 3 personal fouls. Montaño stops on a dime. Larupa at the baseline. Jumper, and it's good. Omar with the first basket of the fourth.
Patience is a virtue para sa koponan ng LPU Pirates. Not forcing any shots right there until that final few seconds of that shot clock.
That's right. 50 to 47. The Grayson on the right side. Aralipio surveys. Cross-court pass. Olevario. No. Rebound. Ending up with Larupay. But credit half of that to the tap from behind by Enoch Valdez.
LPU going back to their zone defense, making sure that it's going to be a hard opportunity.
Oh! Marclot Guadagna ties it up at 50 all. Only our second deadlock of the game.
What a way to tie that ball game for LPU with that Mac Guadagna 3.
Caralipio with the answer on the other side. A 3 for a 3. Now let's go to LPU side. Omar attacks, lost it. Puntahan natin ang LPU kasama si Fatima Reyes.
Final Four is really a different story as the energy of Coach Gilbert Malabanan and the whole team is higher than usual today. Sa tinakbo nga ng laro ng Punan sa third quarter, composure ang sigaw ng bawat isa sa kanila. Wag na lang daw nila masyadong isipin ng mga bagay na wala sa kontrol nila at mag-focus sa gandang laro na kaya nilang ibigay. Mas paghigpitan daw nila ang depensa at wag na lang magbigay ng puntos sa kalaban. Sa pag-iingay nga sa loob ng arena, sigaw ng kapitan na si Renzo Navarro, mas masarap manalo kapag ganito. Mag-e-ensayo pa raw ang LPU Pirates bukas at yan ang paninindigan nila. Martin at Coach Topex.
Fatima, thank you so much. Sigurado sila doon. May ensayo bukas. Nakaschedule na. But job's not finished for them. They're down by 3. Foul counted para dito kay Gael Montaño earlier. It was a basket from Kurt Rayson. So we are seeing haymakers being thrown in the payoff period.
What's good about that last play, Martin, it was the veteran Enoch Valdez passing that ball para kay Gael Montaño. That's a rare opportunity because we know Enoch, malakas ang loob nito. During those times, it's either he's gonna force his way in, attacking the basket. But we were talking about the assist, which is gonna be key for LPU in this moment.
And that's gonna hurt for them. LPU with another miss at the free throw line. In total, they're 5 out of 11. So Navarro and Franyu are both back on the floor. Louis Sangalang turns, takes. They're off to the right there for Louis. And here comes Enzo Navarro. Hasn't been much of a factor in this game so far because of foul trouble. Montaño puts it on the floor. Montaño off the glass, no go. Larupay, he wants that ball but he couldn't get it. Here's Brent. Both teams depleted going to the other side as 3 players are slow. So get back down on the court. That's an offensive foul on Louis Sangalang.
Renzo Navarro finally getting the better end of that call. Martin with forcing itong LPU or Letran to another turnover as we go in this TV timeout while watching this attempt coming from Fran.
What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala o hindi humihingi ka.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global
guys this afternoon. And this was the execution earlier. The kick out to Omar Larupay. That's the money shot, the money area for Larupay, that baseline jumper. And then afterwards, it was Macwadanya unleashing a deep ball. And here's the execution earlier. Enoch Valdez bouncing it in to Gael Montaño for the continuation play. So we have a 3-point game. 6:49 to go. Letran has the twice to beat advantage. LPU fighting for an extension for a rubber match on Friday. And here's Franyu giving up the foul. So Letran closing in on penalty situation. They have 4 team fouls right now. LPU has none so far.
That's going to be huge for the Letran Knights getting into early penalty if that's going to happen, because you already have, it's only 6 minutes and 43, Martin. Kailangan wala ka pa sa penalty because that's going to stop your aggressiveness defensively.
And that is last touch. Sabi ng referee natin, si Jemar Taliedo, it's last touch on Kurt Rayson. Enoch Valdez will tie up his shoe. Okay, this gives us an opportunity to go to Letran's side. Here is an update from Stephanie Benito. Stephanie.
Salamat, Martin and Coach Topex. Paalala ng coaching staff sa team para sa quarter na ito is to stop committing turnovers, errors, and penalties already as they can no longer afford these mistakes. Gusto daw ba nilang nahahabol sila ng kalaban at manako pa? Ang panalong dapat ay sa kanila na nadadaan daw kasi sila sa sipak ng mga pirata. Kung gusto naman daw nila, matatambakan nila ang kalaban. Dagdag pa ni Coach Bonitan, they have to stick to the system kung gusto nilang manalo. Always find good open looks at kapag hindi ito na-convert to score, rebound, and post-action. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. Binabanggit mo yung turnovers kanina, nag-turnover. Hindi naman pala, hindi naman nag-turnover. Naka-force ng turnover ang Letran kanina lamang. Ito ngayon si Kurt Rayson. Let's see if Letran has that championship composure. But that's gonna be number 4 for Enzo Navarro. Ito yung sinasabi mo. Simula pa lang nung coverage natin. Coach Topex, Navarro is very foul-prone.
That's going to be a problem now because with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the ball game, you need your veteran.
Yeah.
If you're LPU. But it could be a blessing in disguise because we know yung stability ng players nitong si Renz.
Yeah.
Kaya naman, but again, that's going to be a big blow para sa kupunan ng LPU as we see this good execution coming from the baseline inbound para sa kupunan ng Letran Knights.
Rookie big. Para dito sa Letran Knights, Rafael Go stepping into the free throw line. Stepping up big time today.
Talking about Rafael Go, Martin, when Coach Bonnie saw that itong si Luis Anggalang is a bit winded, pinasok niya ito. Time and time, he's been solid being a support big man for the Letran Knights and proven making one free throw and extending the lead of Letran to 4 could be 5 points with this next free throw.
1 out of 2. Rebound collected and secured by Bravo. And Paraiso slow to get up. But he gets on the other side. Here's Renz Villegas. Usually LPU's firecracker off the bench. Enoch working on Brent. They go to Sean at the post. He's got the rookie on him. And Sean will carve space. Sean draws the foul. And now Letran is in the penalty. So Big Sean will take 2.
Sean O'Malley seeing the advantage of having a Rafael go on him, making sure that he's going to pound it inside. Just like what you mentioned, Martin, the problem now with the Letran Knights is they're already into penalty.
Only a 59% free throw shooter in season 98 is Big Sean, missing on the first. And for LPU, this is starting to hurt them, Coach Topex. That is their 7th free throw missed.
7 free throws missed with trailing only with 4 points. That's going to be a huge blow for the LPU Pirates.
And that's 0 out of 2 for Sean O'Malley. So no points on the board there for LPU and allowing Letran to get on the other side and set up their offense.
It turned out to be a good foul coming from Rafael Go because si Sean O'Malley was able to miss those free throws.
And now it's Paraiso. Over to you. Fran, ball is tapped, stripped away, stolen by the Pirates. Enoch will take off. No! A sorry miss on the break. Enoch is down. Ball is tapped to Rayson. It's gonna be a 4-on-5. Going to the other side, Valdez holding on to his right calf. Paraiso finding goal underneath. And Enoch Valdez. Rafael Go is also down. Rayson and Caralipio checking in on Enoch Valdez on that left calf. Yun yung hinahawakan ni Enoch kanina. This was the takeoff by Enoch Valdez. Will look at and put focus on that left leg. Yeah, bit of an awkward landing.
Yeah. But you have to give credit then to the players of Letran Knights making sure nung nagkaroon ng dead ball, Martin, the 3 players of Letran attending to Enoch Valdez.
That's right. And this was the action after the shot by Rafael Go. It was Sean O'Malley with an extension of the arm towards Rafael Go. So they're checking in on this, or they're checking the previous play to see if there's a violent act because they can call. First off, they can call a foul and then upgrade it, if ever.
I think what the coaching staff of Letran was arguing there ay yung extended elbow nitong si Sean Umali. Kaya naman chine-check ng mga players or even the coaching staff of LPU, because the bench and the coaches of Letran Knights making sure that they're gonna use yung kanilang coaches challenge dito sa play na to.
Commissioner Tonichi Pohante on top of everything. And if you're LPU, you can't lose your composure. You're still in this one. Under 5 minutes remaining. It's a 2-possession game by way of 2 3-pointers. So, eto na si FIBA International Referee Tony Celeste.
For the coaches challenge.
So, cha-challenge no ni Coach Bonnie Tan. Nakikita natin yung left calf neto ni Enoch Valdez being iced. We're hoping he can return in this game. Because Valdez has done a lot of things today for LPU. 13 points, 11 rebounds, an assist, and a block for Enoch.
And you're talking about the bright spot for the LPU Pirates. You're talking about Enoch Valdez. Kailangan mo ng stability, not only on offense, Martin, but also on defense. While looking at the lineup of the Letran Knights, Rafael Go, a big revelation for Coach Bonitan. Why? He's not being, hindi siya liability. Actually, he's an asset to this team. At nakakapagpahinga itong si Luis Sangalang.
Yung mga players, Coach, na pag pinasok mo, doesn't hurt you anywhere. Diba? Just gives you pluses.
The other thing about that, Martin, as we have this lull right now, Rafael Go, again, he's a potential. But right now, kumbaga, if you're, hindi mo minsan siya bibigyan ng so much attention. Kasi nga, he's being compared to a Luis Sangalang. Feeling mo, nag-downgrade ako kasi from Luis Sangalang, nag-Rafael Go ako. But so far, that's not the case. Because he's been the recipient of those drop passes coming from the guards of the Letran Knights.
Excellent job today for Rafael Go. So,
Challenge is unsuccessful.
So the challenge is unsuccessful. Wasn't upgraded, wasn't called for anything at all. Yung motion afterwards to Sean Umali on Rafael Go. So play will resume and LPU will have it. Renz Villegas continues to get minutes because of Enzo Navarro's foul trouble. He has the ball. Oh, the penetration of Villegas misses. Bravo, put back, sent back by Go.
Rafael Go not only helping Letran on offense, but making sure he's gonna be a defensive might on defense, blocking the shot of J.M. Bravo.
Rayson! No. Go with the offensive rebound. How about the rookie? He lost it though. Villegas with the catch. And that's a foul on Fran Yu. And because Letran is already in the penalty, 2 free throws will be rewarded para dito kay Renz Villegas.
I think Coach Bonitan was questioning that non-call coming from the offensive rebound ditong sa Rafael Go. As we look at this replay, I think Rafael Go was, Coach Bonnie was telling that itong si Bravo was grabbing the right arm of Rafael Go.
Oo, yun yung sinasabi dito ni Coach Bonitan. Okay, you saw the numbers earlier from Sean Umali. Big absence offensively for LPU. Today, 1 out of 7. That's only good for 14%. In the season, he averages 47%. So you could tell that the interior presence and defense of Letran is bothering his shots.
It's obviously the presence of the big guys of Letran Knights really making it miserable para dito kay Sean Umali. But again, whether you like it or not, whether he's struggling or not, he will still attract the defense. So now the question is, what will he do with the basketball if he has it? Will he force his shot or will he be a good facilitator from the paint? It remains to be seen in this ball game.
Nakaposition dun si Brent Paraiso. So that's gonna be a foul on Renz Villegas.
That's the luxury right now of LPU, Martin. They only have 3 fouls right now. They could still afford to have one, to commit one.
Yeah.
But when will they use it, and making sure they're going to use it to a good cause.
Go. Outside, stolen away. Here's Villegas on the move. The rookie falls down. Excellent transition defense by Franyu.
The veteran, smart, and leadership of Franyu being exemplified on that play. Inaantay niya lang yung opportunity to swipe the ball away from Renz Villegas. At eto na, binalik na ni Coach Bonitan si Louis Sanggalang. But we have to applaud itong si Rafael Go providing solid numbers for the Letran Knights.
I'm also seeing Enoch Valdez at the scorer's table right now, getting ready to check in. Rayson, turnover count natin. Mas marami pa rin ang LPU pero humabol na ang Letran. Oh! Ooh, a foul on Sean Umali. So, 4th team foul on LPU. One more will put them in the penalty.
I think what Coach Gilbert Malabanang was questioning there is, was Franyu able to establish that itong si Sean Umali?
Our 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Justin Arana, also part of the mythical 5 in season 97, was a product of Arellano and the NCAA. Watching right here, mga nakakalaban niya a few months ago. Oh, a travel on Letran. Umali, the hard fall before that.
You see Umali bouncing in and out of that floor. Martin just proves to show how important this game is. Because sabi nga kanina sa report, gusto pang mag-practice bukas ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan. As we see on that replay, Sean Umali bouncing around. Parang bowling ball tong si Sean Umali. Dalawa yung bilaksak at hindi pa natapos doon. Dinagdagan pa ng isang active rebounding and keeping the ball alive. Kaya naman ito, possession goes to LPU.
And Navarro and Enoch Valdez are back in. Enzo, Enoch straight away, 3. No! And you with an important rebound. That's a whistle against Ato Barba. 2 free throws coming up for Franyu.
This is gonna be a problem now for the LPU Pirates because you fouled somebody that is around 90 feet away from the basket. It could be frustration foul coming from Ato Barba, but the problem right now is you're gonna bring your veteran Fran Yu in the free throw line, trying to extend this lead to a very manageable margin with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ballgame.
And we know Fran Yu, he embraces these moments. 76.5 free throw shooter in the elimination round. Yu hits double figures with 10, now with 11, and he is now their leading scorer in the game. And you see the free throw situation, 9 out of 16 for Letran, while LPU is 6 out of 15. And this is now a 7-point lead for the defending champs. That's gonna be a foul. This time it's on Franyu. Renzo Navarro falls down hard. Fourth foul on Fran. So both veteran guards with 4 fouls. Enzo Navarro and Franyu.
Now the question is gonna fall on the coaching staff of the Letran Knights. With 3 minutes and 1 second, you are on top by 8 points as we see out that head-on collision by the 2 veteran guards of Letran and LPU. Going back to my question, will you gamble on keeping Fran Yu in the ballgame, Martin?
That's right. Well, I don't think they have a choice, Coach Topex. 3 minutes remaining. They're just trusting Fran to keep away from foul situations. But Enzo Navarro with a 10th missed free throw today for LPU.
That is really going to be painful for the LPU Pirates because you need every possession right now. With 3 minutes left in the ball game, trailing by 2 possessions, Martin, it's going to be crucial.
Ren Paraiso handles. LPU. Closely guarded by Renzo Navarro. Sangalang. Letran with 7. Rayson. Sangalang. Well covered right there by Larupay. Araiso for 3. No. And the rebound for Omar. Two graduating players on the floor now for LPU, Larupay and Navarro. Omar now. Crossover. Floater. Oh, it's off. But a foul on the rebound sequence. Is it on Caralipio? Yeah, it's going to be on King, and he couldn't believe it. This was that move by Omar Larupay, the floater that was off, and the slight push. Yeah, seen.
Sean Umali beating Caralipio on the spot as we see Louis Sangalang grimacing in pain, checking on his left foot.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a problem for the Letran Knights. But it might be a blessing in disguise, Martin, because the guy that's coming in replacing Louis Sangalang is Rafael Go.
That's right. X factor today for the Knights. You don't see it on the stat sheet. Pero yung intangibles na binibigay niya, grabe. Only 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Sean doesn't get the bounce. 11 missed free throws now for LPU. Wow.
Those free throws will definitely gonna hurt for the LPU Pirates.
Easily, coach.
Yes. Those are free throws, Martin.
Yeah. 1 out of 2 for Big Sean.
But still, you have an eternity of basketball to be played with 2 minutes and 23 left in the ball game. Letran protecting a 5-point lead.
Yeah. So the Knights will not have Louis Sangalang. That's a foul at mid-court called against Enoch Valdez. So Brent Paraiso heads straight to the free throw line.
Enoch Valdez was contesting that it was all ball. Yes, you might have tapped that basketball, but you took away the space of Brent Paraiso.
And Brent Paraiso, again, also cool as ice.
This is the difference now between both of these teams. Both teams are going to the free throw line. The difference, Letran was making their free throws while ito namang LPU is splitting those free throws.
That's championship composure for Brent Paraiso. 2 out of 2. Makwadanya. LPU badly needs to score here. Renzo, no. Rebound to Larupay. Omar goes out. He thought he was pushed, but no whistle. 2:01 remaining. Here we go, folks. We go deep into this one. The final 2 minutes of this game and the Battle of Intramuros. Letran with the mission of getting into the finals for a 3rd straight season. They're looking good right now. It is Brent Paraiso able to draw the foul.
The problem right there, Martin, Sean Umali, your best shot blocker, is out of the ball game because of 5 fouls.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big blow to the team of Coach Gilbert Malabanan at this juncture of the ball game.
Crucial loss for Coach Gilbert. And now they're sending in J.M. Bravo. LPU, their chances slowly slipping away. 1 minute and 50 remaining. The Knights are in a very good position to take this win. And again, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't matter kung ano yung tinitira ni Brent from the free throw line in the elimination round, only 57.8%. When it matters the most, he could deliver.
Moneyball in the books for Brent Paraiso. You were mentioning he might not be scoring as much as he used to because during the second round, he was really one of the guys that really contributed para sa koponan ni Coach Bonitan. He might be missing free throws, but he's gonna keep that basketball alive.
An important offensive rebound for Brent Paraiso. Letran has the 8-point lead. Caralipio, no. Good bother by Larupay, but another chance for Letran. Hindi nga lang tumama sa basket yung tira. So it goes back to LPU with 1 minute and 33 remaining. Coach Gilbert calling for time. We'll draw something up right here, and we'll be back after this.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcourt drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. 4 na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
2 sa kanila.
1 minute and 33 to go. And this Final Four matchup between Letran and LPU. And the back-to-back defending champions and their community already feeling it here inside the Philoel Eco Oil Center in San Juan. But we're far from over. It's an 8-point lead. LPU, though, will have the rock.
This sideline inbound play is going to be crucial for the LPU Pirates because with 1 minute and 33, you need to score, not only score, but score big.
So here's Enoch Valdez. They need to go quickly. And that's the plan of Enzo. Guadagna. Difficult 3. Oh, in and out. That one was halfway down for McLeod. And now Letran will go for the finishing touches. They can waste away some precious seconds. 5 to work with. Brent attacks, floats it off, and puts it in. A 10-point lead for the Knights. Paraiso providing the goods late. And a whistle against Brent. So 2 free throws coming up for Enzo Navarro.
That was a huge basket that Brent Paraiso committed. Solid in his composure. The veteran that he is, been through a lot of battles and calling that game in his hands.
He's been a champion in different collegiate leagues. He knows a thing or two about winning time, especially in the Final Four. Enzo Navarro missing on the first free throw. Biggest lead earlier by Letran. Now it's down to 9 again. 57.1 seconds remaining. Fran Yu is going to be replaced by Tommy Olivario. So the Knights taking care of business here in the Final Four. Brent the trigger man. Grayson. Go bothered. Ball is loose. Bravo. Taking it away. Lobs it up. Eno finishes. It's a 7-point game. 45.6. Timeout, Coach Bonitan.
Apat na teams ang maglalaban sa kampyonato.
Grabe naman yung galaw na yun.
2 sa kanila balak tapusin ang series sa Martes. At ang other 2 gagawin nilang lahat para i-extend ang series.
Can they do it right here? Yes, they will!
Benil versus Anbeda sa first game. Letran versus LPU sa second game. This is your NCAA Season 98 Final Four on GTV. Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day.
Back to this coverage. Ito yung huling play natin. J.M. Bravo anticipating that well, taking the steal and lobbing it up to Enoch Valdez for the quick finish.
The LPU Pirates trying to inject some more life in this ball game, making sure that they're going to focus on making stops, but the Letran Knights has other plans in mind. They want to make sure that there's not anymore a game on Friday.
Paraiso, trigger to Rayson. Look at this pressure by LPU, but that's going to be a foul on the Pirates. If that's on Renzo Navarro, it's on him. That's 5 fouls on Navarro. So Navarro will finish the game and potentially his NCAA career with 2 points, 4 assists. This game, nakikita natin on your screens, not the same LPU team offensively. Only 58 points. Again, we mentioned earlier, they're averaging 75.8 points per game. So that's actually number 3 in the league. So Navarro will check out, again, potentially his final game in the NCAA. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal in a very difficult afternoon for him.
We were talking about it earlier, Martin. This point production is favoring the Letran Knights because the time that they beat itong LPU Pirates during the second round, the number is almost the same.
And Brent Paraiso calmly sinks 2 free throws again. A 9-point lead.
Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
And Renzo Navarro, the graduating Pirate, will foul out and could be his final NCAA game. Our leading assist man in NCAA Season 98. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Renzo.
As you could see on that clip, that was the brother of Renzo, Coach Melo, making sure that he's gonna be there for his brother. We have to honor the services that he gave to the LPU Pirates until this final game.
And what a way to go out. A Final Four finish. LPU, Enoch. That's going to be tapped out by Tommy Olivario. 38.5 seconds remaining with 10 on LPU's clock.
10 seconds on the shot clock, 10 seconds to shoot.
So our top 2 seeds taking care of business in the Final Four. Enoch, the quick catch and shoot. No. And rebound ending up with Cunanan. Guadagna needs to go quickly. Finding Bravo underneath. Wala pa rin. Ball is tapped around. And King Caralipio has it. Rebound number 12 for King. Ow! Scramble. LPU will get it back. Cunanan. No good. And just not enough firepower today for LPU. There you have it. We're back-to-back defending champions. The Letran Knights are back in the finals for a 3rd straight season. The finals cast is complete. It's gonna be Letran versus Benilde in the NCAA Season 98 finale. For LPU, Renzo Navarro, Omar Larupay, two graduating players. Our final look of those two players, brand new. Going to from one vet to another. Tommy Olivario, King Caralitio, lahat po yan graduating. Consoling Renzo right here. They know each other very well, Coach Topex. All those battles in the NCAA. But
What a
today,
way, yes, what a way to end this season for this team of Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Nobody put them on this number, Martin. You have to give credit on the way they really fought hard, but you cannot take away the credit for the Letran Knights.
The Letran Knights are back in the finals. The three-peat quest is still alive. Let's go to their school hymn. The conclusion of this one, the Battle of Intramuros, ending with a Letran win 67-58. Let's go to a quick break. Afterwards, we'll find out who the best player of the game is. So, babalik ang NCAA Season 98.
Lahat ng teams gustong mag-champion.
Larupay for the lead! Yes!
At para sa Letran, Denil, Sanbeda, at LPU, gagawin nilang lahat para makamit ito. Kaya ang drama ng hardcourt, huwag palampasin.
Grayson for three! Kaboom!
This is your NCAA Season 98 Final Four, November 29 on GTV. Final Four na!
Paraiso! Quickly to Sangalan! Yes! And the ball!
Back-to-back ang battle cry, and after a shaky start, nagsunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Intact pa rin naman ang kanilang championship core led by Mr. Fantastic Fran Yu. Kaya kung sinong makakatapat nila, they better bring their A-game. 3-peat time na ba para sa Letran Knights? This is your NCAA Season 98 Final.
Once again, and again, the three-peat quest is still alive. They're back in the finals for a third straight season. And this is your final score, 67-58. They were able to overcome a slow start today against LPU and get their groove back just in time. And that's, you know, actually the point when they took over in this game. Okay, so in a bit, we'll be joined by our winning head coach. Na ito, kasama na natin ngayon. Coach Bonnie Tan is with us at the broadcast panel right here. Kasama niyo pa rin Martin Javier alongside Coach Topix Robinson right there. Coach Bonnie Tan, Coach, congratulations. You're back in the finals.
Topix, Coach.
Kamusta,
We're
Coach?
just happy to be back.
Okay, going into this game, you're not entering this game on a high note because you lost your last game against JRU. But what was the game plan today? Paano kayo nag-prepare against LPU? Na alam natin, yung dalawang laban nyo sa eliminations, parehong dikit eh.
Yeah, against yung sa last game namin, talagang maraming nagsasabi na namili daw kami. Pero that's the, kumbaga, wala namang problema yun eh. Lahat may rights naman magsalita ng gano'n. So, ang sa amin lang, kung alam lang namin magpapatalo kami, dapat hindi na ginamit yung mga players. We're just, we want to give them yung mga playing time, lalo yung mga third stringers namin. And unfortunately, natalo kami. And JRU has the right na manalo sa amin. JRU has been practicing sa panalo namin sa elimination sa kanila yung first round, overtime. They're a strong team. So, ayun. Marami kasi nagtatanong bakit natalo kami.
Okay na yung coach. Move na tayo. Dito tayo sa laban nyo against LPU. Kasi napansin namin, first quarter, bumulusok ang LPU. You know, what was the adjustment from your end? From that point, pagdating ng second quarter natin, kayo na yung nag-dominate.
Wala, we just told our players na to stick with the game plan. We're expecting naman na yung LPU plays yung they're the number one transition of the points of turnover. No?
Yeah.
So we're expecting that, and we just maintain, i-control namin yung game na wag may mga lapses na nangyari mga ibang guards namin na may mga pilit na tira sa labas, pero na-correct naman bandang huli na nakapag-adjust.
You know, Coach, moving forward naman tayo ngayon, what is the Letran Knights expecting facing itong CSB Blazers? It's been a while that CSB Blazers been in the finals. So what do we expect? Obviously, kayo, Coach, you're gunning for title number 3.
Ano naman? We're just happy again na binigyan kami ng chance na makapag laro or ma-defend namin title namin, and baka at least pag binuyan at least nasa 3-peat na rin kami. So yun, sana ma-motivate namin yung mga players namin na ituloy lang yung good run na ginagawa nila.
Coach, we won't keep you long. We'll allow you to celebrate in just a little bit. Pero pagkakataon mong bumati sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa inyo ngayon dito sa venue natin, pati na rin sa kanilang mga tahanan.
First of all, thank you, Lord. Third chance namin makapag-finals, and thank you rin sa mga Arriba community. Kahit may mga finals exam ngayon, nandito sila to support yung alma mater nila and mga alumni. And sila Father Rector, Ma'am Cabral, sila Boss Al Francis namin na andito to support yung team natin, Letran.
There you go, winning head coach from, of course, your back-to-back defending champions, the Letran Knights, Coach Bonnie Tan. Congratulations once again, Coach.
Thank you again. Sana matapos namin maayos.
Yun.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, thank you.
Yun. They're back in the finals, 67-58. That's the final score again. And some numbers for you guys at the conclusion of this one. And for LPU, those 12 missed free throws will really hurt them. 9 out of 21. They've had numerous chances today. And Letran out-assisting the number 2 assist team in the league in LPU with 20 assists, showing us the unselfishness and the kind of level that they're playing right now. At syempre, perimeter points natin, nag-init din, naglagablab itong Letran Knights mula sa 3-point range, especially in the second half. Because in the first half, they were struggling, only 2 out of 15. In the second half, doon na sila pumawi. And again, they had 29 perimeter points as well. Also taking care of their free throws. 34% pagdating sa field, tabla sila dyan. Ngayon naman, from our winning coach, we now go to our best player of the game. At nandito siya ngayon, Mr. Consistency, Mr. Di ko natatawaging underrated kasi nakakailang best player of the game na to. King Caralipio. Oh, Chamba? Hindi na. Chamba pa ba yun? Oh, King, kamusta? Congratulations.
Sarap pakiramdam. Sarap sa feeling.
Sarap sa feeling. Oh, congratulations, nakapasok kayo ulit sa finals. Pero balikan muna natin yung naging laban natin dito. I asked Coach Bonnie earlier, and that was from a coach's perspective, kung ano yung naging adjustment niya pagkatapos ng mainit na simula ng LPU. From a player's perspective, ano yung mga ginagawa nyo sa court para nakuha nyo ulit yung tunay nyong identity at forma dito sa ating laban?
Una po, talagang pinagandaan po namin yung Lyceum sa practice po. Tapos, yung defense po namin talagang pinagtunan namin ng pansin. Talagang ginib namin yung 101% namin. Kasi yun yung sinabi nila, kasi yun yung magpapanalo sa amin yung depensa talaga. Saka tiwala sa isa't isa, sa coaches, sa lahat, sa teammates. Kaya yun, maganda naman yung naging takbo namin.
Yes. King, ano ba yung sa tingin mo that the start? Kasi nga sinabi ni Martin kanina, medyo nag-struggle kayo nung simula, but na-adjustan nyo yung ginagawa ng LPU. What do you think is the very most important thing na ikaw mismo ginawa mo? Kaya naman nakuha nyo itong panalo and now you're headed to your third three-peat.
Nung una po, kaya kami nag-struggle kasi sumupay kami sa tempo po nila, sa takbuhan. Tapos nagkaka-turnover po kami. Doon sila nakakaran. Doon nila nakuha yung puntos nila kaya medyo kami nag-struggle nung una. Pero nung huli naman po, sabi namin na ano lang po namin, compose lang po namin yung offense namin. Set play kami, huwag kaming sumabay sa takbo nila. Ayun naman po, naging okay naman po.
Alam mo, napaka-importante mo, King, dito sa lineup ng Letran. Because you did all of those. Big double-double today. Samahan mo pa ng 5 assists. Off the bench mo lagi ginagawa yan on a regular basis for your team. Eto, King, kalaban nyo, Binil Blazers. You're undefeated so far against this team in the finals. Looking ahead, ano yung aabangan natin mula sa inyo?
Yung defense pa rin po namin. Doon po kami magtutuan pa rin po ng pansin. Kasi yun po yung pinakamahalaga na dapat namin gawin para makuha po namin yung 3-peat.
Excited ka ba?
Opo.
Gusto natin marinig. Okay, King, pagkakataon mong batiin yung mga loved ones mo na nanonood ngayon. Ito.
Una-una, binabati ko yung mama ko na nasa 7. Mama, para sa ito lahat. Lahat ng games ko, sa'yo nakadedicate. Yung families ko, yung mga mama at papa ko, lolo at lola ko sa San Juan, si Mama Merle, Papa Mario, si Mama Agnes, yung anak ko, si Kaden, mga tito ko sa San Juan, si Tito Kadep, Tito Eddie, Tito Guido, madami po ito.
Okay lang.
Tita Mau, sila Tita Vincent, Tito Junjun, Tito Janjan, Tita Iya, lahat po ng tita ko, tito, mga barkada ko, mga pare ko, si Pare Faisal, saka si Pare Baning, yung family ko dito, papa ko nanonood, yung misis ko, kapatid ko, yung mga kapatid ko, sa aking pamangkin ko, lahat na uncle ko, sa lahat ng sumusuporta, binabati ko kayong lahat.
Ayan. King Caralipio, our best player of the game today. Good luck sa finals, King.
Thank you, Coach.
Good luck. 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And now, again, the cast is complete. Ito po, ang maghaharap sa NCAA Season 98 Finals, the Penilla Blazers and the Letran Knights. And we head to the Big Dome on Sunday, starting at 3 in the afternoon. Benilde versus Letran, number 1 versus number 2. A team that hasn't been in the finals in the last 20 years, and a team that's gunning for a three-peat. Coach Topex, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Again, an exciting basketball in here, season 98 of the NCAA.
And on behalf of the entire broadcast team, my partner, Coach Topex Robinson, our two courtside reporters, Stephanie Benito and Fatima Reyes, our director at the helm, Direct Albert Ramos, our producer, R.R. Romano. This has been Martin Javier saying thank you. Final 4 is done. Up next, the finals. We head to the Big Dome on Sunday. Makita-kita tayo dyan. Dito lang sa NCAA Season 98 on GTV.